As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Yo, what's going on? NPC the game. Coming at you live from the back rooms of Taiwan, District 13, the real Shaolin. One of those days, you gotta play music, man. I know we lost some people in the intro, but I gained some power, man. All those songs, man. Yeah. What's going on? This Sherelle Snow. Good to have you, sister. The Oracle, Shima Alexander. Peace, sis. NPC the game. Shadow Buddha in the house, bitch. What's going on, man? Yeah, man. Today's episode, what is an NPC? Being an NPC in real life. Bum fights. Simp edition. Who do you imitate? And open relationships? That's a question mark, yeah? Are we really going there? Yeah. NPCs, man. Non-player characters. That's where most of us have seen that term. One of those people in the video game, for example, when you're going on a quest, and you come to the shopkeeper and you ask them, what's really going on? And they tell you, if you get this gem, you can unlock the newest part of the journey or adventure you're on. Right? And that's about it, man. That's about all they do. Right? But are people NPCs? What does it mean to be a real life NPC? I heard this years ago, maybe when I first got on Discord, on the True Life Psychedelic Discord, and one of the acquaintances that we used to chat, have builds. I heard it from him. He called somebody an NPC. I'm like, okay, NPC. That sounds cool. That sounds like fun. We always like new lingo. What is an NPC? He was like, someone that's like unconscious, man. Not like us. Because we thought we were so conscious. He thought he was so conscious and above people. And I was like, okay, I get it. It reminds me of like we used to say back in the day, we used to call people sheeple. Those people that takes the shots, drink their fluoride water, take the mainstream news as gospel, all that, man. Sheeple, right? But now the new term that's trending was NPCs. So I ran with it. I remember I was talking to one of my friends. Probably was Mark over there in Peoria, Illinois. Shout out to the Sweater gang. I told him about that NPCs. That doesn't sound like a cool thing to call somebody. I'm like, yeah, actually you're right. I was kind of taken back. I was like, oh man, I'm trying to give you this new fire lingo, and you say it's not cool to call people that because you're like generalizing them, and not even that, but you're looking down upon them. Like they're less than human, because that's the thing, man. When the further you go into seeing what an NPC is and where it comes from, the more you'll see how a lot of that term comes from the work of Dolores Cannon, who was one of the biggest New Age writers about channeling and what's going on, what's really going on with spirituality. And she had this term where she referred to as background people. The background people, the people in our lives that are there in the background, not saying much, if anything. And if you do interact with them, like that NPC, they help you unlock things in your adventure, your narrative. But she also said that a lot of times they give you pushback or negativity to help you work through things. And she also said they have no souls, which is wild. have no souls? I mean, walk with me. I mean, if you believe that as a human you have soul, how could souls? We have souls. That's fundamental spirit. How can somebody have no soul and be walking around? They're soulless. And that was wild. That's wild, you know? That would mean that you have a soul and they don't. You're better than them. Yes, there are bad people in the world, horrible people that you have more skills than, even. That's a different thing, but does that make them not have a soul? Because they're a background person in your life? You know? So in trying to distinguish yourself from the other, you're kind of making yourself look like a prick. Yeah. That's kind of like what the dude on the True Life Discord years later, when I heard him say the NPC, what it was and all that. But he was saying, like, and I've heard black occultists say this, particular Bobby Hemmett, that white people have no souls and whatnot, and he was saying kind of like that. But I was like, that just sounds like a cope, man. That sounds like if you believe that type of stuff, that certain people don't have souls, that you are having some difficulties in your life, so you want to project that onto other people that you know nothing about because they're background characters in your life. So you just, in order not to engage with them and see what they're, you know, have empathy for some people, you say they don't have a soul. You know, that's what that looks like right there. Yeah. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to Godheart Guardian, the most conscious person in the metaverse. No shame in the game, in the vein, man. Yeah. Blessing and charity to all. I love it. Zombies. Yeah. Godheart. Shima. Yeah, it is crazy because, dude, there's like many people going on live, stepping on each other. We had this live plan for at least 5 days out. And I got Resla live, the Powdered Dusty live, so Ava was live. Man, we stepping on this product, y'all. The real ones are here, though. I appreciate y'all listening. What's going on, Cynthia? Good to see you. Yeah. NPC. What is an NPC? Non-player character. You know, this whole thing, though. This whole channel will give you some behind-the-scenes baseball. It was made as an experiment, like I said. In terms of, like, I was obsessed with under the Scorpio chamber. I get obsessed with things. I was obsessed with NPC videos of people like doing stupid shit and then playing like this medieval music in the background, doing NPC stuff. Their language malfunctioning like a computer, doing some weird stuff, man. So you know, I had a lot of videos like that on here. Then it transitioned into the No Jumper universe, NPC. Look at all the people who are kind of like on autopilot, it seems like. And then it transitioned to, you know, showing some conscious stuff, what we're doing now. And it's becoming like my journal to my son Benjamin, of myself and all my friends. You guys are part of it now. But an NPC now to me is when when the individual is on autopilot. It could be when you're driving home. You put yourself on autopilot and literally you're home and you don't know how you got there because, you know, you're doing your routine. The problem is when we get too stuck like that in the NPC mode where we're not being conscious of what we're doing. And before you know it, you're in deep into doing things a lot of times that aren't serving you and whatnot. Comment from Godheart. I think more awake to definition differentiate that with the detail would be to say that they're not ensouled. They have access to soul. They're not aware of it because they're not able to embody it. Yeah, they have potential. That's another way of saying they have potential to engage with their soul and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I have to be honest, to be 100. There's times when I haven't been the most conscious, and a lot of times I was defending myself or my friends or my family, and I got into some kind of like ugly back and forth, right, with people. Not too often. I try to temper that over the years, you know, not too often. Yeah. But it's getting better. But there is one in particular that was that was pretty I guess you could say bad for the guy I was clowning, the dudes I was clowning, and also for myself, because I got out of myself and started becoming like an NPC in terms of trying to one up and whatnot. But it is what it is. There's a time and place for everything. In the context to this video, I'm going to show this little snippet of a true NPC. Me and that person, we could say, was a disagreement I had with a person I used to collaborate with on code 24/7. And we did like about 40 some shows together, broadcast lives on my channel. And you know, we had a falling out and whatnot. And this guy started to slander me and whatnot, make videos and whatnot. And then it got so bad that he started to slander, like try to go and harass my friends. And he was kind of being a coward, we can say, and would get other people, his so-called friends, to crash out on my friend, you know. So London man. So this is a little bit of that exchange where I wasn't being the most conscious person. So let me know if you can see NPC traits here between us. Shout out to London man. Kind of funny too. This is pretty funny too. I haven't seen this in a while. Never went over it. So the thing is, this is on London's rebuttal bar, his second channel, where a lot of shit pops off sometimes. This guy on code, this is his avatar, and his friend is speaking for him because for some reason he doesn't want to speak up for himself.
Navigating through society, man. Rough one. A rough one, not the island. I don't live on the island, bro. You understand? Something like that.
But where you been, man? Where you been? You been? What country you been?
Man.
Where you been? Where you been?
I just told you. They don't let niggas go nowhere, bro. Niggas can't go nowhere.
That's some NPC stuff. They don't let niggas go nowhere. I mean, that's a trap, man. Maybe I thought like that before I got out finally when I was 30 and started exploring the world. But some people don't even explore the next city over from their neighborhood, man. They got that they're in that mode where you're just stuck in your loop, right? Over and over. You know.
You in the trap, man. Come out the trap. Come out the trap, man.
Hey man, they don't let niggas out the trap, bro. That's why it's called a trap, dummy.
Come out the trap, man.
Man, listen, that's why it's called a trap, stupid.
Put a 7 in the chat if you can hear me. Hear this all good. Chat.
Huh? Niggas can't get out the trap, bro. It's a trap, bro. Huh? Mm-hmm. That's why they parade niggas who ain't niggas in front of you. Like 21 Savage, nigga ain't no nigga from England. They parade niggas in front of you that ain't niggas.
777, thanks, Shadow. 7, thank you, Shima.
Listen to me. They parade niggas in front of you that ain't niggas, that ain't from no motherfucking trap.
It's crazy how like some folks there's entertainment has been a program in order to subdue people's mind and attention, their consciousness, which is priceless. And some folks, that's the only thing they engage with. They can speak with you in the language of entertainment, you know, which is wild, bro. So, and they think that you're in that program too, in that reality tunnel too, that like you only see things in terms of entertainment. And when you can, as we say, change channels and shift reality tunnels, it's kind of crazy when you see somebody locked in. It's like when we used to have only 3 or 4 channels if you're lucky before we had cable. You know, and this brother's this person's reality tunnel is just locked in this one channel of entertainment and bitterness. You know,
volume and put them in outfits and shit. Make you think that they wanted you. Make you think you got a chance of getting out the whole time that they done handpick these Canadian ass rappers. They done handpick these Disney rappers.
Yeah,
don't get that.
They
done handpick these Disney rappers, put them in your fucking outfits. Huh? These A&Rs been all around through your town. Gotti, come to DC and all that shit. They learn your lingo. They learn how you dress, how you talk, what you like, what you drink, you eat. They learn all that, and then they go back home and they have motherfucking A&R meetings, and they teach these rappers how to rap. They taught Lil Baby how to rap. They taught motherfucking Future how to rap. Huh? They write their music for them. You got AI to write their motherfucking songs.
Now you saying the AI, what this conspiracy's deep, y'all. Yeah, I get it. People are plants sometimes, industry plants, where they're put in a position to push narratives and whatnot. But with that said, even there's a lot of these rappers that maybe even be planted, but they have talent in a sense. They know how to write and whatnot, man. It's just that a lot of people, they're cool, and all they need is a little help from other people, and then they were willing to be compromised, or they slowly became it. But the point is why does this matter, bro? Entertainment, bro. There's so many other first pressing issues that we have.
Shit, huh? You see what I'm saying?
People don't even have water to drink. A large majority of the world right now. We're talking about Drake and Lil Baby.
They put him in front of the world like shit. Where any nigga can get out. Look at Future. Look at Lil Baby.
Yeah, I think she is too.
Niggas. Huh?
60 Red. Yeah, she's somebody's niece. What just found out? Yeah, she's somebody's niece, a rapper niece. That was popular. Yeah. So yeah, she's probably a plant, and then she does push that culture of death mentality. Don't get me wrong, off pure emotion, that music gets you hype for sure. I guess there's a time and a place for it, but that's pretty many, which means crazy. That a lot of our young folks are watching that, and even the older folks are listening to that all the time. You know what I'm saying? You say who's what? Oh, Nelly's cousin. Thank you. That's it. Thanks, brother. Thanks, my brother. Yeah, 60. See, there you go. Industry plan. Like, he has a good point, and he's bringing up like some decent stuff. This guy on Code's friend. It's not even on Code. However, first things first, I can't build with you unless we get the rules of engagement, and not even like in a war, and just dialogue. If you're gonna be a rude motherfucker and chastise people because of their ethnicity or their quote unquote race, if you believe in that stuff, or because they're born in another country, their parents are from another country, that's pretty. Like, we gotta address these things. We just can't. All that hot shit you were saying about the industry plants and stuff, dude on that's talking, that goes out the window, bro. Well, we're talking about some human being stuff, you know?
Huh? But a motherfucker, a cinnamon stick ass nigga like you don't know the difference. A cinnamon stick sucking ass nigga like yourself, you wouldn't know the goddamn difference. So that's why you get on here and say to me, a nigga from the real streets of Southeast, you'll tell me, get out the trap homes. Get out of the trap home.
What is like, have you ever been traveled or anything? The guy gets offended. He's like, how dare you? You try to calibrate my NPC mode of being stuck in this ghetto mentality where I can't escape it. Doesn't mean you can't go back and help out, but it's like, how dare you try to say there's bigger things in life? And then going only in a 2-mile radius. How dare you, London?
Because you think little baby a nigga.
Who's talking? Okay, yeah. So the context is this is from December, and I was supposed to go over it a long time ago. This dude on code 24/7. I did a lot of broadcasts with him, maybe like 40 on my channel, called Surfing the Apocalypse, where we talk about like the hot shit, conspiracy, truther stuff, and how it relates to here and now. So yeah, we had a falling out over some. He was feeling some certain way about some girl that used to come on my broadcast, Eternal, and I had to question her about some stuff. It's like, why you act like a slut on my channel, but when you go on these Jack Talcon other places, you act kind of normal and try to be like, this high level of consciousness. This like gracefully asked her the question. She got butthurt, and then this guy simp on code 24/7. Simped for her and like was like started talking shit about me when I did nothing but try to help him and stuff, and so he got, when I don't really like you, I don't even talk about you, but so I wasn't talking about him, and so London said something about him, so he got all butthurt, so he got his friend that's like a, what do we call it, a J-Cat, like kind of crazy, to go on London's broadcast and talk, try to fucking press him. So this is where we're at. This is his friend talking. The dude that actually has beef is being a punk and won't even come on the mic. So that's what's happening. What's up, Bex? I think Bex remembers that. She was there.
You think
the whole point of this is to show you how this dude's acting like an NPC, and you let me know I might have been acting like an NPC as well, on the simple fact, I'm trying to defend my so-called persona and whatnot. I think I do a better job of being a funny NPC, at least.
21 Savage a nigga. You think Kendrick Lamar's a nigga. You think J. Cole and them is niggas. You think them niggas to rap their way out the trap. You think these basketball niggas done play ball their way out the trap. You think any of them basketball niggas from outside? You think John Morant from outside? Hell no. He had a father in the house, a backyard with enough space to teach and learn. Huh?
You don't know what I think. You just said
nobody cares. Nobody cares.
These niggas,
look at this guy.
This nigga
he lives right? his. Let me turn my mic off. Talk over this bitch ass. He don't even. He has to live his life through a rap and entertainment. The only thing he can talk about is entertainment and sports. Entertainment and sports. Where you been? Yeah, where you been at? You can't even get enough money together to go to New York. Broke ass motherfucker. Ignorant ass nigga.
That's it.
Who the fuck are you?
I asked him where he been.
And look at who. This isn't even on code. It's his boyfriend who has to like. He won't even be man enough to. Not even man enough because this is the internet. You know what I'm saying? You can't even do that. Get on the line. You got to have this tan devil speak for him. Shadow Buddha in the house, bitch, has a comment. People who are obsessed with intellectual conspiracies 24/7 need to instead improve their personal life. Absolutely, I agree. The whole point of me getting into like real going inward and looking at my life was because a lot of the conspiracies I was investigating was making me actually feel more uncomfortable and nervous and anxious about the world around me, which maybe it should in a sense because there's a lot of people doing nefarious things and whatnot. But how does that relate to your circle of influence that you're dealing with here on the ground? Once I started to see like, how do these so-called conspiracies or truth relate to what I'm doing here? I started to see how the biggest conspiracy is this false attachment I have to what I think is the self, who I think I am. And the more I'm looking at these conspiracies, it's taking me away from being here in the present moment, which is a gift, So yeah, I agree with that. Who the fuck is this, bro?
Oh yeah, I remember him. Is that ignorant, manic nigga who's broke, who sleeps on a couch, who complains about his girl allegedly. He can't even stay at his own house if he has one. I don't even know if he has one. The story's not straight. Is he your housemate? Is he your lover? Who is this person?
Damn.
How you doing, London? I just woke up.
Yes. Why you scared? Don't be scared of me, man.
Woo. Why would I be scared of someone on the internet, especially, bro? You're fucking retarded, dog. You don't know how this shit works.
I know
you don't know how this shit works. You don't even have a channel of your own. You don't even have a platform. You got to go to other. Yeah, look at me talking over his ass. This motherfucker's so broke he can't even get a mic, or don't even have the intelligence to hook one up if he has one. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
Where you been at? What country you been at?
You been?
Oh, you been to New York? Big man.
Fuck up, man.
Look at you, bro. Where's your girl at? Why you go to All Cone's house all the time? You been having relationship problems, Holmes?
I got girls.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, your boyfriend? Man, I know over there in DC they got a lot of AIDS over there.
Stop what you doing, man.
Yeah, some of the London, they have some of the biggest cases of AIDS in the world.
And you listen to all the wrong shit, bro.
Speaking of reading, they should never give you niggas books. You can't even read, motherfucker.
All the wrong shit, man.
Look at you. Look at you laughing.
Yeah,
look at you.
Goofy, man. You goofy, man. You're not from the soul.
Yeah. You want to talk about?
You an Oreo cookie, bro.
Yeah.
You an Oreo cookie. Bro. You playing black, bro. You got black. You might well be a black face, bro. You playing black, bro. You playing
black. You don't even know.
Funny thing is when he said you're playing black, I mean, what does that mean? What does black mean? To that particular person, nobody's pushing consciousness. NPC. Being black means, I guess, being plugged into what is hot in terms of the nigga culture, right? That's what it means to be black, you know, which is sad, man. It is sad how he admits that he's playing a role, because just like this thing says, one of the subtopic here of being an NPC in real life is, and this is the bum fight simp edition right here section. Who do you imitate? Who do you imitate? Right? Who do you imitate? Because there's literally, there are NPCs, non-player characters, people on autopilot that live most of their life on autopilot without introspection, that are imitating what they learned in school from their classmates and whatnot, their parents, their coworkers, what they see on TV, the same programs they watch every night during prime time when their mind's being primed by the TV after dinner, wide open, right? Those are NPCs. And then the other people are what we call main characters. The main characters. Main characters are those people who are imitating people as well, except they're fully aware usually of who they're imitating. They're fully aware of how they're presenting that imitation from those people that they admire and learn things from. They're aware of it, right? So there's the NPCs who are imitating unconsciously without knowing on their loop. And then there's the main characters who are imitating consciously, knowing exactly what they're doing, which we see a lot of times can be very cringe, like doing a TikTok video in the aisle of a busy airplane when people are trying to get off. That's main character syndrome, right? Yeah. Going on a panel because you want to express your philosophy of life at all costs, not even trying to integrate it with the topic of the broadcast or what people are talking about in the moment, but you just want to get your shit off, as they say. That's main character syndrome, cringeworthy. Now, I would think that the goal is to be a main character most of the time without being cringe, and gracefully imitating and integrating all the people that you admire, you know, into your philosophy of life, and then presenting it in your own unique way. Think about the people, the channels that you watch and you admire that you can't miss. Think about the books that you read, that you read your favorite book, that every time you read it, it's like, damn, it's like something new that that unlocks something in your life. And think about the music you listen to and like what traits of the lyrics or the beats that resonates with you. Those are who you're imitating, except you're integrating it into one cohesive unit of consciousness here and now. Think about those things. What is happening? Yeah, some consciousness NPC stuff. Shadow Buddha was a comment. A part of you is literally from the motherland, bro. That doesn't even understand a sense of cultural identity. Yeah, bro. According to Ancestry.com, 32% Mali, from Mali, West Africa. 32%, 31% Senegal, right? You can't get any more quote unquote blacker than that. But that's the thing. People like On Code and Columbo, that guy talking, that's what we call him. They don't understand that they're into this divisiveness of what they call in America ADOS movement, where folks want reparations from slavery. Their quote unquote ancestors, they think that are allotted to them. They want reparations, and they want it, and they want to exclude everyone that can't trace their ancestry back to the slave days. Everyone else, if you've been in the 3 generations of African American, you're not cool, man. If you can't trace it back. Oh, especially if you're like me, whose father is from the motherland, Africa. You know, I'm first generation on that side. Oh man, they look at us different. They look at London different because he even though he's a Brit, he's in the Western society. His grandparents are from Jamaica. You know, so it's like they don't look to us as not only brothers and sisters, but as humans even, man. So that's, to me, it's an NPC way of looking at things. What's going on, Dogma Free? What do you think about all that? You're eating Oreos? That's what you're doing? There's a comment from Zephyr. Resto said that was a side character. I thought it was funny to say that, yeah. I guess, like, we are unlocking characters in the Panelverse for sure. A side character have become full-fledged movie stars. The show The Jeffersons came from with a side mission of the show Archie Bunker. Family Matters with Urkel and them was a side mission of Perfect Strangers. I was a side mission of, we could say, Smash TV. You know, NPC the game came from that and whatnot, stuff like that. But we'll get into that.
Oh, you talk about you tan devil nigga.
Black, bro. Playing black, bro. You ain't one of
you
us.
You play on this mic.
You're not one of us, bro. You a cracker lover.
Yeah, I'm not none of you. I'm not a nigga like.
I'm not one of them. I'm a cracker lover. I don't need no white girl. I don't need no. I'm already white though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Blaxican. That's my name, but it goes so much deeper. You know, I had the African, right? And then I got the 30% with the Spanish blood, European blood, man. Put in the Mesoamerican blood, you know. And even I saw some weird shit that said I'm Russian, 1%. Now I already knew some of this stuff already before the ancestry. My wife got me that as a gift one Christmas, but it's like people think they're like really trying to put you down by saying you're a cracker lover, all that shit. Like, nigga, I am part of my DNA has European in it. So shut the fuck up, man. It's no, you can say what you want. I won't even say that. People have been through a lot. This is the reason why they act. Their origin story has put them through the ringer, right? But just think about it, man.
like
you.
you.
A cracker-loving ass bitch.
You fucking
You
tan devil.
Bitch. You a bend over for a cracker.
Who says cracker? Bro, this is 2024, bro.
Yeah.
We use the term devil.
YT then. You
dumbass motherfucker.
You love YT, you bitch ass nigga. Let's say it in 20.
We don't even know what you're talking about, motherfucker.
You love YT, bitch ass.
Yeah.
What's some hanky?
Why are you on the phone here, bro? Why do you call in? You say I don't know you, but I'm gonna call over another man, follow another man. I'm gonna follow another man to his platform and talk to him. Yeah. Because my girlfriend or your you probably leech from him. You probably look at it, you won't even listen to this, London. Leave it for a second, bro. Yeah. Like he won't even. He don't even. He goes to Uncode's house. This is what allegedly. What it seems like what was happening.
This is why you shouldn't really talk to people about it unless you like totally trust them. Like, I have love for most people, bro. I don't trust all of them. You shouldn't just spill the beans about yourself or your friends because it'll come out when needed, man. The guy that's talking all this shit, the dude on code used to complain to me. I didn't want to hear it about like how he used to come to his house when his girlfriend that he probably was leashing off of would dog him out. Right, and like wouldn't leave under the kidnapping act on Code's house. You know, when he just had to be a man to be like, bro, you need to leave, man. First of all, I'm not letting no other man come into my house if I already have a girlfriend or a wife for an extended amount of time like that, let alone squat on my couch.
He goes to Uncode's house because he can't take it because he's probably leeching from some fat ugly bitch, Delilah. So he has to go over there and cry about his problems, and he sees, and
what's up, Sasquatch? Dang, first abridged version. I had a falling out last year with a content creator. I did a lot of 40+ shows about called Surfing the Apocalypse, and he was feeling some type of way because I ignored him. So he went on my friends and associates channel, London Man, to like try to like press him or something and talk shit. And I got wind of it when I woke up. This happened in December, and I'm confronting him. And then the dude that I had a falling out with, he doesn't even have the balls enough to address this shit. He had his friend who's manic, talking shit, and this is the friend I'm addressing, his friend, right? So that's what's happening. And this is an example of NPCs. That man is being very unconscious. His reality tunnel is very narrow. And so is mine too when I'm seeing red. So I'll take accountability. I probably was acting a little NPC-ish too, but hopefully I did it a little bit more funnier.
Smoke his weed with his little friend over there, and he goes on people's show and likes to release his shit, bro. Fuck that motherfucker. Man. Did Alcode even get on the mic?
Huh? For what? He don't got to get on the mic.
Yeah, because that's your boyfriend, right? Huh? That's right. Yeah. That's your goddaughter, you said? You hear that letter? He said, that's my goddaughter. Oh, shit. Breaking news. Breaking news. It's his goddaughter. Yeah, keep log-on that motherfucker. I mean, it is your show, London, but that's my suggestion. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Fuck hell this motherfucker. Yeah. As he said, it's his goddaughter.
I thought that was him this time. He's telling me that.
No, it wasn't him. That's what I'm telling you. This motherfucker, we were supposed to be doing a broadcast, and on code put this guy on the phone. I don't know if he was feeling some passive aggressive shit. Like, instead of like dressing it like a human, there's nothing to lose. It's online, bro. He puts this motherfucker on. He's like what they call squatting at his house, flop housing at his house. He puts him on the phone. He says he's on drugs or something, and this guy just goes manic. I listened for a second, then I mod got him and making an example of what an ignorant ass nigga he is. Matter of fact, we did a show the other day called "The State of the Nigga," and this motherfucker, the obvious, perfect, quintessential caption of that shit, bro. It's not even on code, bro. He's too scary, bro. Online even. Come on, bro. Watch him trying to come on now, like, yeah, bro. His slow ass, bro.
When the last time you shook a nigga hand? Since you're gonna do an evaluation on niggas' mental, when is the last time that you shook in front of a nigga?
Man, yeah.
Shut your bitch ass up. You scared to death. A nigga smack the shit out your ass.
I'm scared of fucking the internet. I'm not scared. I'll take you. I'll pour mumbo sauce. I'll dog walk you. Pour mumbo sauce off your fucking greasy ass head, motherfucker. Your mumbo sauce. What a fucking DC, whatever the fuck they do over there. When they're not giving each other AIDS.
Damn.
Look at this guy
snatching purses over there. They still snatching from DC. He's in the trap.
Can't read and shit.
I asked him where's he been.
You know what he can't say.
He's in the trap.
He ain't even in the trap, probably. He probably works some stupid job. Some like what they call it, a dead end job.
Yeah, no, I literally mean it. He's in a dead end. Like,
oh yeah, I get you. You mean.
Yes, sir.
I thought you meant he was trapping. He traps his probably dime bags and 10 sacks or whatever too.
That'll be heaven. That'll be heaven. But then he can, he's getting a bit of money. He can say, "Yeah, I've been there. I've been over there. I'm getting money." Yeah. If he ain't been nowhere, then he's not even trapping.
He ain't been nowhere.
Yeah.
He's talking to a roommate, man.
That's what he said.
You watch.
Yeah, man. Traveling does definitely will open up an NPC's mind. You become a noble pushing consciousness, right? When you travel and whatnot. What does it say? The Buddha. The Buddha actually might have. The Buddha, not just Shadow Buddha. The Buddha might have literally been realized he was a non-player character as a prince when he was a prince, right? And that realization of him being an NPC and going through the same reality tunnel over and over again, it could have triggered and been the birth of the Eightfold Path, Wow. That's why I love talking about that type of stuff, trying to relate it to something that's on my mind, which is like Buddhism is definitely a program we're engaging with right now.
Videos and music videos and lust and what
he's still ratting, bro.
The music video, shut your bitch ass up. Shut the fuck
you be
up,
watching,
bitch.
huh? You be watching, huh? Streets is watching.
Don't watch shit, bitch.
Yeah,
ass,
right.
You a hoe.
Look at this guy.
You a hoe ass type nigga. Give me a sheet, bro. You a bitch.
Hey, put the lady on, man. Put the lady on. Where's that lady?
Lady of the house.
Look,
the lady of the tenements. The apartment. You apartment dweller. You don't even have a house.
He on the island.
Shut the fuck up.
Can't even dress. They don't even wear nothing but bikinis and can't get.
Look at these guys. They try to cause divisiveness. You're from an island. You're from nigga. You from the shit ball of the toilet. That's where you're from.
Sneaky.
You fucking turd. We're about to flush you.
Sneaky. I see that. All right. You're from the island. Huh? Yeah.
These niggas are so like fed up. I get it. They're fed up with their fucking lack of purpose in life. They gotta find some escapism and like blaming somebody else, victim role. It's like a narcissist shit. In their victimhood, they get like an identity and they feel superior because they never did anything in their own life, so they gotta ride the coattails of a fucking so-called race. That's kid shit, bro. Put the coloring crowns in the box, bro. You talking about black, white, all that stupid shit, bro. It's about nationhood.
What do you think, y'all? Chat. Do you think it's more conducive to a more realistic interpretation of the reality we're living, to get rid of that color scheme of black, white, we don't even use red or yellow, really. Black and white, man. Or has it just been so embedded in our programming that we need that? The option on the Moors in other countries is talking about nationhood. That's what distinguishes people, About being a human.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Okay. Oh yeah, being a human, that's even better.
Okay. This Panelverse is going crazy. I was just saying this shit earlier on to Machine Lads. I had Machine Lads over here.
Yeah, he sent me a message. He's like, "What's going on with this stuff?" I'm like, "I just got up." You know, I'm like, I don't know. And then Shadow Buddha, shout out to Shadow Buddha and Capricorn Divine in the chat. They're like, oh, there's some shit over here. So, yeah, that wasn't even on code, bro. On Simp or whatever the fuck his name is. He crashed out for a bitch, and then he got his roommate to fucking do the same over a bitch, a monkey mouth bitch. You know? How you gonna hang around in the back? Like when somebody keeps flushing you, bro. That's no self-respect.
It's good. Let me see. Now, leave it. He's good, boy. Entertainment. Let me see what he said. What up, cuz?
You talking about what up, cuz? Listen to these bitch ass niggas, bro.
This Batman.
Listen to these bam ass niggas, bro.
That's like a fucking what is that? Like a bootleg Batman avatar?
They gonna talk
In the hour's up. Link in the chat if y'all want to come up and build.
shit about the city, but they want to have city lingo. Y'all some hoe ass niggas.
Yeah, you're city. Fuck you, man.
City lingo, that shit comes from LA, man. California. DC.
What's up?
You be fucking and getting AIDS, huh?
Shut your bitch ass.
You get AIDS. You have AIDS, huh? It's like hey, what's your woman in the background? You see that? You hear that?
Y'all niggas some dick rider.
You a dick rider, bro. Why you on our dicks on this? You're glazing. You're glazing on this channel.
Dick rider, bro. Make up your own.
Hey, it comes out. That's what I'm telling you, man. I keep it 100 about being an NPC. even with the guise of defending yourself, that is still NPC-ish reality tunnels. There are reality tunnels being displayed. Yeah, it's part of me though, huh?
I love this. I love this.
You nerd ass nigga. You pocket protector wearing bitch. Yeah. Fuck you talking about?
It's 2024, bro. This guy. He said nerd like this is 1984, Revenge of the Nerds and shit.
No.
It's like so dusty ass nigga. Yeah. Like they got the lingo. Nobody care about DC. Fuck you.
DC.
These nuts, motherfucker. Yeah. DC. We want to go to the Smithsonian and shit. I've been to your city. Ain't that? It's okay, bro. I mean, they got the little hot shit with the museums. Went over there to the hood and shit. Like, it ain't like no different than other places. Except they got more AIDS, probably. Maybe not as much as San Francisco.
And these are brokey.
Right, that too.
Damn.
Look at the device Spark 313. I say nerds to my
What's up with all you drama people, man? I thought you liked drama. I figured that you would eat this shit up. Oh, I know what it is. It's probably because it's not manufactured. It's people addressing others who need to be confronted. Is that why there's not that much engagement on the panel or on the? Well, yeah, I just put the link up, but in the chat, is that what it is? You know, y'all never heard black folks go at it on the panel verse. Hey man, I appreciate y'all in the chat. Sherelle Snow for real. Shadow Buddha, and everyone else. Hank. Hey, what's really going on, man? You guys are a trip, man. You guys are a trip.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, a nerd is a step up from a dork. A dork is a stupid person that's not cool. A nerd is a smart person that's not cool. This guy's not even a nerd. I forgot what his name is. That's how unforgettable he is. He's a nobody. We're giving him a shine.
So a bitch nigga like you for.
We don't even know your name, bro. Nobody knows who you are because that's why you wear a gimp mask on your avatar.
Yeah,
because you're a gimp. Where's your gag ball, bro? Look at that shit.
Oh man, yeah. Just realized. Hold on, let me see that shit.
Look at that. Look at that. Check that out.
Yo, bitch ass nigga.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Definitely, you're good.
No mouth on it.
Scary bitch. Scary bitch ass niggas.
It is scary. That's very scary. Now I know.
Very scary.
It's scary. Yeah. That shit's scary.
You degenerate.
Mm.
You don't even know what that word is, probably. He lives it.
Damn, that's the gimp mask. Yeah, full Wakanda.
Scary bitch ass.
Should never
Yeah.
give you niggas books.
Yeah, I like that one. Holy shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh shit.
Fucking debate.
No.
Roast session.
He an online skimmer.
Most people do that,
Skimming
skimming
for panels to run his
skimming knowledge and playing out of knowledge and wisdom and understanding. Not reading the whole context of the work. Just skimming.
online skimmer. It's that. He's skimming for panels to run his mouth. We call you the mouth with a Git mask on.
Oh man, oh man.
Look at Divine Spark. He said he can't even use the proper insults. This guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's been on to me though. So hold on, tell me this then. Wait, let me ask him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Simcoe, tell me this. Are you the same guy that's been harassing me?
English muffin licking ass nigga. Go ahead, English toast.
Are you the same guy that's been harassing me? Is it you or is it another guy?
I harassing you. Why the fuck would I harass you? You a bitch.
Ah, you confirmed it. You confirmed it. So that means Simcoe's been harassing me. He pussied out today and he gave you the link. Okay.
He was in the background. You hear him? He said something like, yeah, whatever he said, bro. I don't know. He sound like he on antidepressants on 24/7. That's what he sound like. He got no fire, man. But yeah, man, like he was in the back. I don't even know if he can afford that, bro. Yeah, maybe he had to like fake an injury or something. Yeah. These guys, bro, they ain't even on the level.
Give him the last word.
I was gonna say I haven't talk to my young cat, but like I don't even think they're not even on that level. These guys are supposed to be grown men. They're huddled together, probably on a love seat, trying to talk shit,
touching knees,
all cozy and whatnot.
Yeah, we're not the same.
I never. Where you been at, bro?
I think Uncle knows that. That's why he sent Colombo.
Can't say.
Colombo. We're not the same. Look at this. And somebody asked the question, in Buddhism or any other Eastern philosophy or Eastern religion, is it possible for NPCs to exist? You know, in the Buddhist West Eastern religion. Is that a thing? I don't know, man. This is what. Let me see. Somebody read this on Reddit. Or at least they wrote this on Reddit. Let's see. Is that it? Yeah. Someone wrote this. Yeah. Possibly in some Eastern philosophies, is it possible to Eastern philosophies to have literal NPCs? Actually, let me pull up the response. This is what they wrote. I don't believe that we are in a simulation, but I believe in NPCs. I believe that there's only a set number of souls that are reborn over and over. Not everyone that is born gets one of these souls. Giving birth is a natural process that occurs through natural processes, but having a soul is not a natural process. To make it really short, Eastern philosophy makes it possible for NPCs to exist without the need for this to be a simulation. So this person said, I narrowed down the two truths. A, NPCs literally exist, and B, NPCs may as well exist. NPCs are essentially not genuinely compassionate, not generally intelligent, have no free will, unlike free will people who can choose to extend it. Essentially, they are non-sentient, non-conscious, right? But have well-programmed AI in some cases. I guess they're trying to stretch it, right? Hank. Can one soul control multiple bodies at the same time? Yeah, I mean That's what people seem to think when they say something like you're a side character, in my life, right? They're trying to control you once they meet you. For the game Fortnite, you can hire NPCs to fight with you, something like that. Someone said the soul non-soul thing is non-secular in Buddhism. That's what I thought. They don't really talk about that. But the idea of people being NPCs, as it's not really thinking and acting for themselves, fits. The Buddha tells us essentially that most people don't actually live. Most people don't actually live. Yeah, I guess not. Heedfulness is the path of deathlessness. Heedlessness is a path to death. The heedful die not. The heedless are as if dead already. That's the Buddha's words. The far majority of people do not live mindfully. So hence they are like zombies, already dead while still alive. It's from the elder monks. A wise person lives on, even after loss of wealth, but without gaining wisdom. Even a rich person doesn't live. I said, whether I do a retreat or day-long teaching mindfulness, I always start out with 2 quotes. Socrates says, an unexamined life is not worth living. The Buddha gave us the quote above, being already dead. So if you're not living mindfully, you're not living a life worth living. You're wasting a rare opportunity. It may just as well be like a zombie or NPC. So if you're not living a meaningful life, what's a meaningful life? Ones that's conscious of what you're doing. Yeah, because even listening to that, I guess that is kind of cringe. Even though I had fun listening to it, or when it was happening, like clowning this guy. That I won't even call him an NPC anymore because he probably has a soul and whatnot. He's locked into whatever he's locked in. But do I have to go there though? No, I don't have to. I don't have to, right? Have no fear. No, have no free will. Unlike free will, people can choose to exist in it. Essentially, they are non-sentient, but have well-programmed AI in some cases. Makes their idea of an NPC different in an important way from the kind of person you're describing. The original poster, NPC is considered non-sentient, lacking for free, voluntary states, which I suppose they think regular PCs, player characters, are supposed to have. And further, they seem to be implying that NPCs are instinctual. So rather than being characterized by something like lack of heedfulness, which might be brought on through training. I like this quote. NPC sounds like something only a person suffering from antisocial personality disorder and narcissism would believe in. The very idea that others are somehow beneath you and that you are part of a special superior class of people show a profound lack of empathy. Absolutely. And then someone said they're not so far off. It's like the sort of dehumanizing rhetoric coming out of the incel, MGTOW, and red pill sectors. The black pill, huh? Of the internet. Any resemblance that garbage might have to Buddhist doctrine won't survive much more than a superficial glance. I don't know who that is. Who's Black Kitty? You're talking about the on code with his avatar, his Batman Kitty avatar. I'm a homophobic, scared of bums.
Yeah.
Hobophobic, huh? Are you a Wi-Fi hobo who travels from 7-Eleven to gas station looking for the perfect Wi-Fi connection so you can live stream? Oh yeah, dude from the video. I had to name him since Gabriel forgot their name. Yeah, thank you. I guess we're calling him Columbo. We call him Black Kitty. What do you say? I think Black Kitty controller. Okay. I think this is almost over, guys. So just bear with me. Let's go. We'll go back to that one right there, but one more thing, one more chance before I give you out of my mind. I'm down. I guess I'm down to my last try.
Columbo, you still there?
Y'all niggas some motherfucking nerds, man.
Columbo.
Where you find these nerd ass niggas at, cuz? Hey,
Columbo.
bro, man, get me in a real chat.
I love it when he said you still on lingo. This nigga in DC saying cuz nigga knowing that Cali started that shit, bro. Harlem 30 Crip. White ass nigga. This guy, he's a hypocrite. Bro. You a hypocrite.
Well, you sound hypocrite.
Shit, you are dumb as shit.
You sound like a motherfucking fool, man. You hear me? We the progenitors of swag, bro.
What did this say? Someone said you from the toilet bowl. That's what you're from.
Shit, man.
Toilet bowl.
Toilet bowl.
Man, you couldn't even walk outside.
He toilet bowl. It's like the Spider-Man's. Except I'm not pointing my finger at London. London and I are pointing our finger at him. Yeah. That's still Spider-Man.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Whoa, he just said a nigga will grape your ass. I was like, damn, bro.
I'm drop him down. You just talk about getting raped. Do you hear that? I can't talk to this man anymore, bro.
Oh shit!
You talking? I'm sorry, bro. I can't talk to you anymore. Fuck that.
I thought that was the real deal. No way.
You imagine like trying to fucking make fun of somebody because of the location where they were born, where they have no control over, as we know. That's same as being mad at somebody because of their fucking what their ethnicity is. It's fucking retarded ignorance.
Let me see what you're gonna say. 1 second.
You want to talk about raping probably again.
Hey, give me your closing out. Give me your closing out words. Give me your closing out words.
Man, I'm closing out, man. Hey, listen here, man. Let me tell you this, man. First of all,
so this is like closing out words. Like I said, what's really going on, man? So this is on the guy's consciousness. You know, it's funny when you ask the question, what's really going on? How people can either take it to the big picture stuff, like he's talking about, these alleged conspiracies, or the small picture stuff, the conspiracy of obstacles that you have against yourself in your everyday mundane life. This guy chooses to escape to the big conspiracies.
You want, man? Black first, man. If you ain't black first, I don't know what you're doing, because they got enough of everything. They got armies, tanks, they got the Navy, they got the motherfucking NATO, they got the United Commission, they got the CFR, they got the Trilateral, they got all that type of shit on their side already. So all we
that's nothing to be proud of, bro. But you could own it, Uncle Fatty.
You see what I'm saying? So if you can't do that, man, you might well, man, just go ahead and jump in the water and just drown, just die. You see what I'm saying? Like, just get the fuck on, man. You know what I mean? So that's my closing out, man. Be one, man. Be black first, man. Be with your people first.
Be black first, huh?
And if you see your people do something wrong, give them some grace, man. Give your people some motherfucking grace, man. Like I said, they got the motherfucking Army, Navy. They got the court system on their side. When they go to court, they get the lenient sentences, man. We go to court, man. We get sent to motherfucking jail 15, 17 years for $50 worth of drugs, man. You see what I'm saying? Just trying to motherfucker, you know what I mean? Eric Garner died selling cigarettes, trying to take something home to his girls so he won't get cussed out by his baby mother, man. Just trying to sell some cigarettes in the motherfucking America, man, in the hood, man, and get you killed, man. You see what I'm saying? So be one, man. Be with your motherfucking people first, because they got enough motherfucking people, sources, systems on their motherfucking side already, man. So you hear me? So that's my motherfucking closing out, man. Be with your people first, man. You hear me? Huh? Go.
Say nothing. Say nothing. He spoke his shit.
Bless his heart.
United Commissions. You know, whatever the fuck that is. Like, look out, man. I mean, it's straight victim role, bro. Fuck you. I hope you do go to jail. You deserve to be in jail. Yeah. We ain't your people, bro.
Yeah.
We're original people. We ain't your people. Look at the black people.
No, that's who it was. Cuba. I was trying to remember the name. That's from that Cuba sector. E1.
Or they call it autos or something like that. Decisiveness of American-born blacks versus blacks that are new to America. Because they're all about reparations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they want reparations, and they feel there's a movement where they feel that only the people that family's been living there for years and whatnot. I mean, you could have that shit. I was born in America. I don't see what the fuck they're talking about. Shit. Even if that's with that said, bro, it's just this decisiveness, begging and
divisiveness, son.
Yeah.
Look at everything he said, bro. No solution. His solution is going with quote unquote black, when in fact all black people don't agree. You know what I'm saying? So this is fucking kindergarten, not even kindergarten shit. Like retarded.
That's it.
No offense to the real retards out there.
You know what I mean? I
Hands
let
down.
people have their little shine. Make everybody.
He did, yeah.
You know.
Yeah. He did.
I see if he hates me after this one.
Shit, probably love you even more. I mean, this is straight hypocrite saying like we only stay with our own, but they're always sniffing around another man that they say they don't like. If you don't like somebody, if you don't fuck with them, why are you even around them? Obviously, you're obsessed. They can't just like cut the loss. Like, oh man, I really don't like that person. I'm not gonna stay away. No, you got to keep coming around.
With that said, yeah, I'll cut it off too. I guess that was the little toxic nature of me that's left of dealing with those people. Because I mean, that guy on Code, he had added me on something yesterday. Like 4 months later, he still added me on stuff. Like, so that was my little bit of purging of that negativity. Because why would you bring up somebody you don't like, you really don't like them, and just move on? Why would you hang around their backstage if you don't like them? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What is this? Hank? Snow was a comment. Hank, you're with your people right here in the metasphere. That's it. I don't know how we would all do it without you, Hank. Yeah, Mr. Hanky. Mr. Hank, none taken. Let's do this. So yeah, we were talking about Buddhism under that tip, under the Buddhist tip of that, NPCs and all that. Right. Hopefully you're not in a tank somewhere, a Matrix prod, doing your shit. Somebody said, you mean non-player character, right? You could be laying in a cocoon somewhere being harvested for energy while living in a simulation. Every single other person could be part of this simulation. This is the premise of the movie Matrix. As Buddhists, we don't believe, or rather are not concerned with whether this is a simulation or not, right? Because it's real enough, right? Or fake enough if you believe in the Maya. We're concerned with the rules and the laws within our existence of which we are bound to, right? Rules of the game. The Buddha discovered that the root cause of all stress and suffering you experience is also responsible for being reborn again and again after you die each time, right? Or waking up every day. That could be a scene of death and rebirth, right? You get an opportunity to live again every morning. We are taught that all living beings suffer as we do, and that we're being reborn in many different circumstances. We should have compassion for all living beings. That's right. God bless their hearts, as Sherelle was saying. I don't necessarily have ill will for them per se. Maybe I don't like their behavior, but we're all trying to be happy, find peace, not be stressed. You have to also consider that this mentality of some people are NPCs is similar to how a psychopath or narcissist would look at life. Instead of people with feelings and suffering, they are seen as objects to be used and manipulated because they cannot understand or care about other people. The fragments of your dream. Life is but a dream, huh? Yeah. So NPCs are people too, right? We have souls. Sometimes you're an NPC, sometimes you're a main character. Just be conscious. Like I think it was be conscious of who you're imitating. And think about who you're imitating, who your favorite writers are, who your YouTubers, singers. Think about those things and how you're actually imitating these things in your own unique way, how you're integrating it into your consciousness and your narrative. Here's the thing, on the red pill tip, male-female sexual dynamics, open relationships. Somebody shot me a Buddhist shot me a clip of Lindsay Armad going on. Was it Glenn Lawrence and this Viking dude, this Viking red pill coach, was asked a question about open relationship, or was asked a question about his relationship, and this is, I find this exchange interesting. Sherelle Snow with a comment: love, peace, and chicken grease. Here's some fried rice. Okay, Sherelle, hit me with that the teacher fried rice one right now. That's a good way to clear the energy. Fried rice, chicken wings. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. When he was a teacher. Come on. Come on, Sherelle. Well, we look for that. Let's see, you guys here are patient right now. Come on, give me it. Give me it. Give me it, Sherelle. Help me out, please. Fatty, yes, control is an illusion. Or perhaps the stress of an out of control present time. If the characters in my dream are out of control, is that just a metaphor for the chaos that's within me? The anxiety of facing uncontrollable? Absolutely. The dream, the test dream as we call it, is your way to practice working through those problems in the waking life. So yeah, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Shout out to Sherelle. She's such in good spirits. You'll be like, I gotta see another one of him. Let me show you my favorite one. One of my favorite ones he does. I'll be like, chicken rings and the fried rice. I'll be like, this is the first one. I'll be like, this girl's Taiwanese. This is not one of my favorite ones, but she's Taiwanese. This is in my scene up in Oakland. Definitely. This is the one I like right here. That was great. But let's go. Let's go. This is the first one I've seen. God damn, we got some thick baddies on this. I'll be like, 3-finger ring with the fried rice. Where is it? Popular. Yeah, this is the first one. We got it. Shout out to Dimitri, just in the Netherlands, with this beautiful cartoon that he made. That's my avatar. Yep, that's my Facebook avatar we made, which with sigils on the side of it, which actually ushered in probably. When we dropped that art piece collab, this is when the pandemic started. I'm just going to leave it at that. Sigil magic is real. So, Uncle Fatty, damn, baby girl, be putting it down. Two full cock buckets and a potato side taters. Yeah, those Idaho potatoes. Yeah. Shout out to Justin for sure with that. The Waking Wizard. Yeah, let's go. Oh shit, it's 10:40. I got an appointment at the Thai spot. Reflexology appointment later too. So yeah, let me get this on. So this is a red pill shit. If anybody knows where Lindsay's at, tell her to come over here for a second. I wanna show her. I wanna have her thoughts on this. Let's see. Lindsay's thoughts on she asked this red pill coach about an open relationship the other day. I know she asked him about his relationship and it sparked this. Yeah, this shout out to Glenn Lawrence. Yeah.
And so what's
shit, I just fucked it up. No.
Co-sign their
Lindsay, you love me, yeah, why not?
Yeah. No, I agree with you, but like in terms of my like I've changed over time, right? Like I'm not that same person who feels that visceral disgust. I'm more at the level of assuming that every woman is going to sleep around even if she's your wife. And that's just the way it is. And
Viking, what do you have a girlfriend?
So Lindsay has this Viking Paradigm.com. I assume he's a red pill coach, life coach. If she has a girlfriend.
Do we speak?
He's married.
Yeah, LTR.
He's married, huh?
You're married?
Not married.
Not married. I remember he made a distinction before. I've seen him before where he said, I'm not married. I told my girl that, when people question her about how that's weird that you're not married and you're together for 10 plus years, to say that it's just a piece of paper or whatnot. So, among other things, so yeah, he wants to make it clear that he's not married.
Very long-term relationship.
Okay. I was curious.
Years, right? Is it 15 years now?
15 years.
Yeah.
And you think you're going out with somebody, 15 years or however long. That's a really long time. You think she would cheat on you?
It actually happened before. That was one of the bad things that happened in our relationship when I was trying to do everything the quote blue pill way and the 50-50.
Wait a minute. So she did cheat on him before. And then when he was doing things the blue pill, where even though all of us are, we have the blue pill in us, even if we try to purge it as much as we want, it's part of your default, the blue pill. Being humbling yourself, trying to be a people pleaser, all that,
50 way. Yeah, it didn't work out too good for me. And I took her back while I was still under those delusions. And then it happened again.
So you say you took her back when he was under the blue pill, under the blue pill chamber, right? Simpish, I guess. And then he took her back again. So it happened more than once.
So she actually cheated on me twice. And I know everybody in the red pill space is going like, "Oh shit, why didn't you get rid of her?"
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Even from the black pill, blue pill, red pill, philosophy, all the above. Like, why are you still with her? I'm interested. What's going on, bro?
Well, it's because she had shown me those good qualities. She just never followed through. And then when I became an obese slob, trying to help her all the time, it kind of threw a monkey wrench in her desirability for me.
So because he was trying to help her out, he said, "You're being an obese slob that that's the justification for her cheating. Well, I guess it's justification doesn't mean it's right. No. Well, that's the reason. Hanko Flame with a comment. More proof red pill is a scam, right? Red pill is, I mean, just like anything. It's just, if you're sick, you take a pill. If you need the red pill, be more assertive, more self-development in your life. Yeah, take a red pill. But if you need to simmer down now, be a little bit more humble, take a blue pill for a little bit. You know, if you need to see the harsh realities of life, like an emergency pill, you know, take the black pill to see things in your life that you can't change, right? They see the things that you can, you know, it depends.
All that, and yeah, bad things happened because I didn't listen to good advice. I listened to bad advice. So that's why I get so impassioned about this stuff. What's that?
This is the lady you're still with, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Wow, twice.
Look at Lindsay. Yeah. She said, this is the lady you're still with. Wow, twice. Nobody says anything. Maybe because they've heard this story before. Or... Wow, that's interesting how the lady's the only one. That's like, I don't know, Chad, do you think that's weird? Or not weird? What do you think about that? Let's show some empathy and compassion, as well as being, you know, on it, of what's really going on. If somebody cheats on you twice, should you take him back? Maybe I think they have a child. He didn't mention that, but I think I remember hearing that. So let's just do like even give him that. Let's say they have a child and you get cheated on twice. Are you taking them back? Are you taking them back? Uncle Fatty, I openly dated a married woman for a long time with no problems. My best friend's little sister, because exceptions can be managed when adults want to act like grown-ups. Communication. Yeah, I mean, that's what you do. See, he explained it pretty good right there. Still kind of confused a little bit, but like, well, you're being adults, right? Everyone talked about it, right? But cheating on somebody is not to me an open relationship, man. I mean, it's open on her end, but open on deceit. They don't sound like they were talking. He was letting them know the game plan when that shit was going on. That couldn't be me. Yeah, it couldn't be me either, right? Like you saying that, Fatty, that's cool, but yeah, I'm like kind of like dogma free. That's not me though. But I respect the fact that you do it and it worked for you. That's pretty dope. That's some low self-esteem, self-worth shit. Absolutely. Go ahead, dogma free. Cook. Snow Fatty, I can see that with you. Yeah, you seem like an open dude. As Alex Jones would say, a liberal, but a classical liberal, a smart one. So Lindsay and myself and Dogma are amazed that this man was with this woman still.
So that's why I get so impassioned about this stuff. What's that?
This is the lady you're still with, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Wow, twice.
Yeah. Because, and once again, I didn't know better to just cut her loose like I should have. I did, but I didn't act on it at the time. But then when I
shout out to Viking Paradigm for being transparent.
Found the space and realized that I more or less provoked many of these situations. Not that it's my fault, but the thing is that she's not attracted to me. She was looking for an out for the relationship, even though she was just hoping that I would wake the fuck up. And I finally did and just told her, like, yeah, the relationship is now basically 61-49. We're not doing 50-50 anymore.
60, very specific, 61-49. Okay.
I'm going to make all the final decisions. I've got majority sharehold, and I'm going to either win with you or win without you. So
how do you know she's not cheating now? You don't, do you?
Could be. No,
yeah, you don't know. That's the thing. The woman, your partner could be like the most down for you, fucking worship you, the ground you walk on, suck your toes, all that. Like, she's just down for you, right? But yeah, you never know. She could be cheating on you too. You never know, really, right? Hey, Hanko Flame, I'm open, but very few people in the meat space gets me. Yeah.
I don't. But she knows that if I ever find out that she is again, then I am going to be done with her this time.
Yeah, I
three
told
strikes
that
you're
to
out,
Lindsay.
basically.
Oh yeah, that's 3, 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game. Right, you already got 2 strikes on him.
Told that to Lindsay right out the gate. Say, look, Lindsay, you know what? You cheated on me. You're done. You're gone. You know.
Only one time, huh?
Yeah,
Not
remember that? Remember that one time?
Lindsay only gets one time.
Yeah, I was really sorry too.
My bad.
Comment from Uncle Fatty, you know. Yeah, if you really want me to read your comments too, I appreciate your comments. Also too, send a dono, man. That way I won't miss them. Hit me up and buy me a coffee. Shout out to Marathon Kev with the big $15 last time. Yeah, appreciate that, man. On the chat. Hit me up with a dono, man. Emergency get out of Taiwan card. Plane fee. Just in case shit pops off. Right? Memberships if you want to build with build with yours truly. On a more one-on-one basis.
Great day. I told you not to tell everybody that we're Eskimo brothers.
You just did it. I didn't.
But also another little key detail is that she did cheat on her boyfriend to get with me. She left a Chad boyfriend to get with me because I was still the better option.
Wait, okay, so his girlfriend left her Chad, as he says, Chad boyfriend to get with him. I think a lot of times how you end a relationship is how you'll start your next one and whatnot. And that sound like that happened kind of. Granted, I don't know the whole situation for sure. But yeah. He said Chad reminds me of, he said that her Chad boyfriend. They remind me of in the Lux Maximus Black Pill, I guess he considered Black Pill. Telegram group, one of the rules was no Chad worship. No Chad worship. You can't be talking like that, man. If you do, you'll be banned. Either for one day or, you know, and it goes on and on for the offensive. But no Chad worship. Yeah. I guess that makes him feel better, like a cope or whatever. Like, at least he was a Chad. She left me for a Chad. Right.
So, like, I knew the game back then. I just didn't have full clarity, and that's why she picked me. So I always knew that it was a possibility. That's why I was so tolerant of it, because it's like, well, we got in this situation that way, you know, but it is what it is.
It's really interesting enough. It seems like, of course, they've been together for 15 years. I've been together for 12 years, married 12 years and counting with my wife, married with a piece of paper to make it official. So it makes it on hard mode, makes you locked in, I think, a little bit more if you want to keep it 100. Granted, yeah, you can get married under God or whatever, you know, authority you want and still have a meaningful, committed relationship, but getting that piece of paper, even if it's quote to the state, bounded to the state, as you say, as folks would say, it makes you want to work out shit a lot more than normally you would if you weren't married. You know, I didn't have that certificate, marriage certificate. What am I going to say? Oh, I'm sure over the 15 years, these guys, him and his partner, have definitely learning and growing and whatnot, and being cheated on twice would absolutely give you something to work out, right? Like we said earlier, how some of the series of NPCs are there to help you push back on you negatively, to help you work through things. You know, that's definitely something to work on, being cheated on 2 times that he knows of, right? And in the end, it seems like he's gotten more assertive and stronger. I'm sure he doesn't consider himself blue pill anymore. So much so that he says he controls 61% of the relationship. Right. So yeah, so he's trading her. now. Sounds like.
Really,
I know better now, but hindsight's always 20/20, and I don't go back on my word either. So
I'm intrigued by that story because.
Hey, damn it! I got like 6 minutes. Hold, come up here for a second, if you can. Yeah, next week we're gonna do the broadcast with Hold the Truth. Father Hostage. That's the broadcast next week with Father Hostage. Right. Let me show you on simp hunting. Maybe she was. That's what she was doing. Sounds like she was simp hunting. Right. His partner was with a Chad. For whatever reason, it didn't work. As he says, Chad. I don't Chad worship either. Can't do that when you're a Chad Road. Let's see. We got the broadcast coming up with Father Hostage, Simp Hunters this Sunday. Next a week from today. Yeah. 13, is it really 13 days? Oh wow, it is, huh? Look at this Simp Hunter. Can you see it? Featuring Father Hostage. He's in the chat right now. An American zoologist and ethnologist, Father Hostage, takes a look at simp hunters as a species and compares them to other human animals. Should be great. It's gonna be classic. So check this out. It's the Simp Hunter. All right. Check that out. 2 weeks from now. Hold if you're able to come up if you want. If not, I understand. We got a couple more. Yeah. There you go, Hold. This will be a quick one. Give him a little preview. What's Austin as? Lindsay's flirting with Glenn. This attempt might work because they're both basically, yeah, for sure. He was definitely flirting with her. You know, they were talking about Viking paradigm situation, and he had to throw in that. Remember what I said about about like there's two different people. There's NPCs and then there's main character syndrome. Main character. The main characters are conscious of the people they imitate, while the NPC is unconscious about the people they imitate. Here's the thing. Let me see. Yeah, respect, bro. Comment from Austin Murphy. Why would you sign all your rights away to a private corporation for a piece of paper? You just ruin yourself, basically. Well, I mean, did you sign all your rights away when you put on that military outfit you're wearing right now, Austin? I think last time I heard a couple months ago you were in BT basic training or what? I think, yeah, correct. I don't know. I mean, so think about why you would sign away all your rights away to basically be literally put your life on the line for the United States, which is a corporation, a great corporation. I love America for sure. I said, why would you sign all your rights away to a private corporation? Well, dude, I don't know. I don't look at it like that. That seems like so heavy, bro. Yeah, I still have rights, man. It ain't like my wife ain't going nowhere, man. That's a lot of things. A lot of people they worry about marriage contracts and whatnot when they're already broke, bro. I'm not broke, but however, I notice a lot of people that talk about she could take everything. They don't even have anything. What's going on, man? What's going on, Hold
you? You gotta use the new name, man. You know YouTube is that.
Yeah, what's up, man? What's up, Father Hostage? This is wild, bro.
Hey, man, I saw you on. I'm like, man, you know, the homie's talking about something big, man. You know, the NPC, and I'm like, man, you know, while you were talking about it, gave me an idea for what that means. That means no controlling logic, man. That's what NPC means, man. You know what I'm saying? It's people that have no aspect of logic in their mind that just, follow the path. I remember a while back, me and you were talking about this, and this is why I say it's a gift. We're millennials and whatever we are, we're older, is that we can remember when a man had, hair on his body, he wasn't seen as an animal. You know what I'm saying? He was seen as
Right.
manly. Now if you got a piece of hair on your shoulder or on your chest, you're like a savage.
You're a savage. Yeah. Right. You got to get a damn near Brazilian wax as a man.
Yeah. No, you gotta look like a shaved chicken, man. I remember, not to
The
get a
naked
little
ape.
personal. Oh yeah, bro. Hey, naked chicken. I remember like, I don't know if you remember this. I remember when the homies were going around saying, yo, man, you gotta shave your basketball. I'm gonna keep it neutral, YouTube. And man, when I did that, bro, man, I swear to God, I prayed for my hair to grow back.
He must have been itching like a motherfucker.
Oh man, it ain't feel right, man. It ain't something a man should go through.
Smooth as a baby's butt.
Hey, man, a baby ain't never know about hair down there. Who was gay yet? Man,
shit.
I prayed for that to grow. But yeah, I mean,
I bet.
Oh, go on, bro.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, it shows you, man. Like I tell a lot of guys, back in the day on YouTube, way back, is that, all this stuff, when you adjust to the West, you have no freedom, man. What's manly today is misogynist tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have no control, and then you hear guys talking about attraction and all that. Dog, man, I wouldn't be surprised 5 years from now, a man with a unibrow, an Anthony Davis, as we call it, could be deemed proper masculinity. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a unibrow, you ain't a man.
Yeah, because a lot of those women, so-called women, have them. They ain't shaving.
Bro. The
standard of beauty.
Well, the standard of beauty and everything is based on what the media deems acceptable. You remember 80s rock, bro. If a dude dressed up like the 80s rocker right now, you know what me and you would be saying, yo, that dude only eats Fruit Loop cereal. You know what I'm saying? But back then in the 80s, that was, back in the 80s, that was the pinnacle of man. A dude, he's got his hair long, he's playing the guitar, he's rocking, he's awesome. Now me and you look at that guy and we'll be like, yo, you wearing heels? This is weirdo right here. Put that man in a bird cage, man.
Yeah. It's weird too though, because it's like it's true, and especially Western standards, but then in the East, a lot of these Asian young ladies, they like these Korean pop stars who basically look like women. They wear makeup, they're very skinny and twinky. And so it's all mixed up. It's a weird scene we're living in right now. I wanted to show you this real quick because I'm actually gonna pip off in a second. This is I don't know. You heard of Viking Paradigm? I think he's in the red pill space, or he was.
Oh, that man. I've been out of that, man. The red pill to me.
Yeah. Well, he was talking about. I'll rewind a little bit about. One of our mods asked him a question about his relationship, and he said something interesting about it. I want to see your take on it. Let's listen to this real quick.
And you think you're going out with somebody, 15 years or however long. That's a really long time. You think she would cheat on you?
Reformed and wanted to.
No, I'm gonna go with the woman that treats me the best. Like I don't give a fuck how many bodies.
Oh yeah, I was there during that. It was a debate between you and Vio.
Yeah, like he's like, oh, you give a porn star 3,000 bodies. Sure, if she treats me the best, if she treats me the way I want to be treated, right? If she, yeah, why not?
Yeah. No, I agree with you, but like in terms of my like I've changed over time, right? Like I'm not that same person who feels that visceral disgust. I'm more at the level of assuming that every woman is going to sleep around, even if she's your wife, and that's just the way it is. And
Viking, do you have a girlfriend as we speak?
He's married.
Yeah, LTR.
You do. You're married.
Not married.
Not married. Long-term relationship.
Not married. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, bro,
I'm
remember
curious.
dumpster diving is real, dog. You know dumpster
Yeah.
diving is real, man. You know, and I heard what you said on your, before I hopped about what they don't get is, your situation is a rare situation where, the
Yeah.
woman places the man as the beginning, middle, and end. You went to a whole other country and she followed suit because she understood, man. She understood that if this man's path, the man I'm with, the man she's with, she's got to go with him all the way, or or you won't be able to maintain the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's
She
that's
did.
what they don't understand, bro.
It is like I was going to say, like you said, I basically ruined myself. That's so stupid, bro. I can tell this guy's a young man, which not to say that young men don't have wisdom or not, but kind of speaking, it's kind of speaking too fast, bro. You gotta slow down. And to say that I ruined my life by signing a piece of paper where this guy's wearing a fucking military uniform,
Well,
like you don't sign your rights away with that. Come on, bro. You can literally be killed. So
gotta be
anyway,
careful with that. It gotta be deleted, the
exactly.
YouTube, regulation. But I mean, a lot of the young guys, I look at it like this, man. I've spoken to some Zoomers, younger guys, is that a lot of them, man, they grew up with it where their parents, like, think about us. I'm a product of the 90s. They used to tell us the TV will make you stupid, but we went outside. We went out in the real world. Nowadays, they can't go out in the real world. You could be a creep, whatever, and they just grow up around their tablets and what they watching, man. They don't even. I wouldn't be surprised if a guy that's young can't even tell you the smell of grass.
Yeah, right. You
Yeah,
know what else too, bro? Like, yeah, and then they're looking at their tablets and whatnot. They, even though there's some of this red pill and black pill stuff, there's some jewels there. However, they overdose on it so much so that puts them in the paralysis. It puts them in a paralysis where they don't even see that there's opportunities every now and then, and they don't even jump on them because of mentality like that. Like, because I have this imprint in my mind of Andrew Tate saying this and hearing Rolo say this and that. You know what I mean? They're like,
gotta say, Andrew, not to interrupt you. You don't want to use that last name.
ah, man, yeah, I appreciate that, yeah, but I don't say it all the time. But yeah, thanks for the heads up. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like niggas be overthinking shit too much, bro. Sometimes, man.
Well, I mean, I've been, as a guy who's been was in a black pill heavy, is that a lot of guys don't know that the black pill is orbited by a lot of doomers, man. There's a lot of, that's
for
part of
sure.
the reason. Part of the reason I kept updating. I'm like, yo, if you ain't at black pill 3.0, 4.0, now I'm at 5.0, thanks to one of the homies on the Discord gave me an idea. You're not evolving, man. You stay in the same place. And the black pill is the most dangerous one because, it's surrounded by you name it, guys that are prepared to delete their video game, you know what I'm saying? Guys that are still crying about the girl didn't love me in high school and I was alone.
Right.
And you're like, bro, man, that's life, man. It is what it is. Move on, bro. And as far as marriage and dating, the state of the country, and I look at it as, you're one of the rare few where she followed you. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
majority of women today
let me tell you
want
this, bro. Like, I met her in America, though. Like, I met my wife in America. Yeah, like she was Taiwanese America. She was born in Taiwan, but she grew up in America, and she actually gave me the heads up of, like, there's an opportunity, we can try something different. We're busting our ass out here in California, not getting returned. Let's go back. Let's go try another country, and it just happened to be her home country. So, in a sense, like, I followed her advice in a sense, but she followed me the whole time. You know what I mean? Even though it was her advice, she humbles herself. She saves face, lets me save face, as they say out here, even when I fuck up. you know. But don't get me wrong, it ain't like she tells me what, you know, her feelings about things, and you know, and has her own way of, you know, doing things. But
Well,
I am the head of the house, so I'm the head of the relationship. You
I
know,
mean, the thing is
it's a
this,
good
bro.
life.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro, man. This is the American false concept. This pursuit of perfection, man. You know,
Right,
there's no
right, right.
such thing. Like, think about it. You know, I have a favorite shirt
Absolutely.
with a couple holes on it, and I'm like, I love that shirt, man. It got a few holes in it, but that's one of my favorite shirts. And then, what is perfection in a society built on toxins and poison? You know what I'm saying? Why would I want the pursuit of perfection based on poison? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know, there's a lot of
It's a
guys
weak
saying,
foundation.
man, the foundation don't even exist, man. What was that game we used to play in, what is it, Jenga, where you put that piece of
Yeah,
wood?
the wood, yeah.
That's the American concept of perfection, man. Just keep pulling that wood out and hope it stays still. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
that could be
That's the balance.
that's another metaphor for the riding the carousel too in America. Let's pull that
Yeah.
wood out, hope it
Hey,
stays still.
man, oh yeah, you dip that wood in some acid and pray it comes out.
Exactly. Right.
Comes
Hey,
out
Father
whole.
Hostage, check this out, bro. Like, this is the guy's narrative.
Is it 15 years now?
15, yeah.
And you think you're going out with somebody, well, 15 years or however long. That's a really long time. You think she would cheat on you?
It actually happened before. That was one of the bad things that happened in our relationship when I was trying to do everything the quote blue pill way and the 50-50 way. Yeah, it didn't work out too good for me. And I took her back while I was still under those delusions. And yeah, then it happened again.
Wow.
So she actually cheated on me twice. And I know everybody in the red pill space is going like, oh shit, why didn't you get rid of her? Well, it's because she had shown me those good qualities. She just never followed through. And then when I became an obese slob, trying to help her all the time, yeah, it kind of threw a monkey wrench in her desirability for me and all that. And yeah.
Is that cope?
Oh, no, that's feminine, man. Dude, I used to talk to guys, dog. Whether you big or you a man, man, and there's a difference. He's describing himself like he's a woman. I was an attractive dog. She cheated on you before you were fat, but these are guys that, you know, like I told guys it's the pink pill, it's the emasculated, feminized man, where I'm gonna give you a gem is that you see a woman cheat on you. That doesn't change the option of you still being able to love. That's the type of guy. She could have cheated with 5 men. That doesn't change the option that you could still love her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what a lot of people don't get about these type of guys is that they're so emasculated and so synchronized to being emotional over logic that she could have came home with a bucket of ranch between her legs from 5 dudes, and he would have said, "Oh, you know, she's crying," and he would have held her and said, "Honey, I still love you. I still care for you. I'm still here," because you know that's what the option of love is. You could love something that's destroying you. You know what I'm saying? It's still there. You know, you still have that option, bro. You know, and that's what that type of guy is. Yeah. And that guy's got no worth, man. Those are guys where I'm here for her, man. It don't matter. Look at the excuse he made. I had to lose weight. I was a slob. So you weren't that before. He's making excuses to just constantly confess his commitment to her no matter what, man. That's the dude that jumps off the bridge with his woman just because he loves her. You know what I mean?
Crash out.
Hey, man. Man, that's how they live, man. Yeah, bro, these guys, you know, like you said, the NPC, man, as I call it, no controlling logic. They don't have any logic. These guys are in all honesty, it's kind of weird. I told guys this when I was telling people about the closet, and I damn near got ran out the manosphere because I was pointing out that because this word closet is so YouTube friendly, you know, IKEA, Costco, you know, Walmart. You can't stop the word closet.
No, man. It's the portable closet.
Yeah, portable closet. These guys, they love it. Their woman cheats on them. Guess what they get? The essence of another man. They get to be they get to taste the rainbow by proxy. You know what I'm saying? You can't say he's rainbow riding, because guess what? There was no man in that bed. It was just his wife that's sweaty with the particles of other men. You know what I'm saying? Through the proxy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's wild.
But that's wild, bro. That's a great take. And Chad, what do you think about this? I see people here. Are you ninja watching? What's up? What's going on? Right. We like to hear what the chat have to say, but here's the thing. It's interesting how he became a red pill coach. He seems to be passionate. This is part of the origin story of it, huh?
Yeah, bad things happened because I didn't listen to good advice. I listened to bad advice. So that's why I get so passionate about this stuff. What's that?
This is the lady you're still with, correct?
Yo, even Lindsay was our mod right there. That's one of our mods. The great Lindsay. She's the only one that's actually like, what the hell? You're still with her? You know, none of these other guys are maybe they heard the story so many times, but still, they're not shocked. I was shocked when I heard this shit, bro.
They don't care. That other guy's confessing. He'll take a video content creator, dude. These are guys where, yo, man, this is why I say the portable closet is real. The proxy. Remember, what was his name who got caught out? He had a beard. He got caught out.
Cuck Murphy.
Yeah, there's Cuck Murphy. Then there's Ian. There's a UFC fighter called Ian McGowan. He's married with his wife and lets her sleep with other dudes because they want the essence of another man. They're scared. They're scared to come out the closet. That's why I call it the portable closet. Is you move with closet intentions. Like, dog, you sending your wife to sleep with other men, bring the sweat of other men into your bed, and you're perfectly fine with it. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Why are you so comfortable with kissing her, knowing her mouth might have swallowed the ranch of another man? Because that's what you wanted. Yeah, that ranch dressing. You know what I'm saying? That's what she brings from another man. You two. You know what I mean? That's one thing Sue taught me to be, self-censor myself.
Rest in peace, Susan.
Hey, I don't know if it's peace as in
this
peace
is the lady you're still with, correct?
Rest in pieces. Yeah, you got it. Come on, Lindsay.
About this stuff.
Shout out to Lindsay.
This is the lady you're still with, correct?
Yes.
Wow, twice.
She said wow twice.
Yeah, but that
again, I didn't know the.
Not to interrupt you. To me, when I hear from the mermaid, YouTube, from the mermaid perception, I look at the wow as that's an opportunity. The problem with us men here in the manosphere is when a woman speaks in our lingo, we don't see that it's different. It's an opportunity. If she sees a guy going on a stream live saying, I'm with her, she cheated 5 times, in her mind, there are guys that would allow me to do this. You know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity. There's
I can see a guy thinking the same thing on the other way too. And this girl, this baddie saying like, but the last 5 guys the last 2 guys I was with, all they did is constantly cheat on me. You're like, oh, okay.
Well, with that situation, it's, we don't want to admit we've been trained. The man, I always tell people this, the biggest fear men have is manhood. And the manhood would tell you that, a woman that's with you, that follows you, would understand that this is a man. 1 or 2, we have our own different limits. I used to tell guys, I might be a 7-chick guy. You might be a 1-chick guy. You might be a 3. There are different limits. This is why in the 1950s, there used to be guys with 2 families. There's other families like 5 blocks away. And he was just no stress, nothing.
Yeah, over here in Taiwan, in our family, that.
It's my limit.
Happens. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, this will be another stream, but, I ain't going to go deeper, but we have our different limits. And then the mermaids know where they stand. Like, they know to get access to this guy, it comes with him being around other women, But the difference when it's in reverse is that we're men. If a woman's, if a mermaid's cheating on us, that's danger. That's a potential STD and a potential man we got to fight. That's one thing nobody talks about in the manosphere is that when a woman cheats on you, that's a potential threat. Okay, she cheated on me. Was this man in my home?
No.
Did he steal things from me? Did he have the keys to my house?
Yeah.
This is danger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is danger, bro.
That's a red. Not even. That's a very life or death type of stuff. You know, they don't get twisted. Look at this with the Godheart Guardian with a comment. That cat has some balls claiming red pill anything. Strip that man's title immediately. He said strip it immediately.
That's how easy it is to
cut her
join.
loose, like I should have. I did, but I didn't act on it at the time. But then when I found the space and realized that I more or less provoked many of these situations, not that it's my fault, but the thing is that she's not.
I mean, come on, bro. Like, how hard is it for the woman to say, like, you're a slob, you know, I don't want to be with you, I'm out. No, she did some diabolical shit. You know what I mean?
No. What happened is, bro, I've seen this, and I'm gonna give you an example. It's when a mermaid says, you know what, I don't want to have your baby. You know what I'm saying? Not now, I'm not ready. That means she wants to use your resources, the money, even if y'all live together, married, she's using you. A lot of men don't give. She don't have your child, you know, ASAP. That's a sign that she's using you to fund her attracting other men that will replace her. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys don't get that. That guy, she was with him, using him as a resource that she could travel more and attract other men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then his replacement. And she found guys that she could, you know, quote unquote, sleep with, but that wouldn't keep her. She just kept using him as a resource to get access to other men. Because let's be honest, what's easier for a woman, using her own money to get access to multiple men, or being with the man using his money plus her own to access more men? You know what I mean?
Right.
It is wild, man.
It's plain addition right there.
Not attracted to me. She was looking for an out for the relationship, even though she was just hoping that I would wake the fuck up. And I finally did, and just told her, like, yeah, the relationship is now basically 61-49. We're not doing 50-50 anymore. I'm going to make all the final decisions. I've got majority sharehold, and I'm going to either win with you or win without you.
That's a very specific 61-49. Oh, I never heard that one before.
The purple pill, the thing is real. When a guy thinks the red pill gives him strength and laws, man, that's scam. You know what I'm saying? That scam of I can have authority. Dog, she cheated on you. You have no authority. She just staying there because the money's still good and she ain't yet ready to move out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these type of guys exist. These fake, the red pill changed my life, man. No, damn. We've seen guys like, what's his name, doing Cars and what's his name? He's in Cars and whatever that thing is. He was wifed up with a single mom with 2 kids.
Rich Cooper.
Yeah, Rich Cooper. From what I heard, the single mom had 2 kids. He gave her one the other.
Yeah.
And now he's all of a sudden a single mother expert. These guys know the market is that over 80%, there's a high percentage, be it black, white, of boys growing up without a father. And they've learned through the red pill to say certain key phrases so they can scam men that are vulnerable, that are seeking so-called fatherly advice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you, son, I'll elaborate later, but I'm going to tell you something, man. Fatherhood for the modern man will soon be deemed obsolete, as in your advice from the father perspective will not have any value to the current men. You know what I'm saying? They're going to look at it as, he's trapped and he's trying to bait me into this trap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, nobody really asked me questions. I mean, a few of the real ones do. They'll ask me questions about being a dad and a husband and all that, you know? And like, but majority of these people, they overlook that shit. They rather have like 11-hour streams about should we date this woman or that woman instead of like being someone that's in the trenches, that has children, you know, has businesses.
Don't sell yourself short like that, man. You ain't in the trenches. You in a good situation. That ain't the trenches, man. You in a
I'll say I was in the trenches. I was in the trenches, but this is a positive.
Brother, you in a good situation. You left with you, and the honor of that is not only she brought you to a country, but she brought you within her own family. The trust that you wouldn't have culture shock. You know, that's a lot of trust for a woman to say, come to my home country, and she doesn't expect culture shock to just continue. She saw the strength of a man that will lead. You know, you put this man in the desert, you know, put him in India, he's still gonna stay focused.
Go make it
and
work.
locked in. Yeah, make it work. Versus, you move to a new country and you're like, oh, you know, the average guys, he'll be, oh, this is her home field advantage. They still taking this false gender war from America overseas. Oh man, she's trying to control me, bringing me to her country. Versus understanding, she's like, you know what? I saw this country. It might have risked our marriage. It might have destroyed us. So let's go home. Let's go to my homeland, and we'll dominate. Then you a man that, like me and you used to talk a lot back in the day, is that you stick out. You're advertiser friendly. I mean, how many black dudes in Taiwan besides, you know what I mean? You put your hands up, it's like, where's Waldo, man?
Right, exactly. Not only that, there's black Waldo. There's like black Americans, bro. Like Americans. There's some black folks here, but there's not so many black Americans, and that's a whole another top tier advertisement right there in itself, man. Check this out, bro.
So
how do you know she's not cheating now? You don't, do you?
Could be. No, I don't. But she knows that if I ever
appreciate
find
the
out,
kind words, though. Hold, father hostage.
Hold.
You know that, man.
I'm gonna either win with you or win without you. So
how do you know she's not cheating now? You don't, do you?
Could be. No, I don't. But she knows that if I ever find out that she is again, then I am going to be done with her this time.
No, I don't.
He said 3. He said this time. That's why I said 1, 2, 3 strikes. You're out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Got the whole ball game.
Yeah,
she got 2 strikes, bro. She got 2 strikes on her right now.
He might have an STD, dog. These type of guys are just the amount of risk they're willing to put, bro. He's the me, man. These are the guys that are training and recruiting men to sacrifice themselves. You know what I'm saying? You know, straight Marilyn Manson, man. You know, come join my cult so you can throw your life away. Oh, she cheated on me. She cheated on me only once. You know what I'm saying? Or twice. That's not 10 times. You know, that I can still count down with one hand. How many times? One is enough, man. One time.
Yeah.
That's
out,
enough,
man. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm out, dog.
Even the possibility, even if you don't have, dude, just the look is enough too. Let alone 2 times. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Bex with a comment. They want to whine about ideal relationships and not have their bubble burst about the fact they spend more time whining than they have than trying to have a real relationship. That's true. A lot of theory, not so much practice. Yeah.
Oh, they don't value themselves, man. Any man who returns to bed with, especially in today's technology, man, you know what I'm saying? Remember in the 90s, it was about what they call that, them phone chats. You know, my chick is doing phone X. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, phone X. Now it's she could be video chatting a dude
video
in the bathroom.
Chat. Yeah, it's wild.
In the bathroom, there's too many elements of cheating now.
Exactly.
One shot, it just shows you that this guy is, like I said, the pink pill is real. He will put her above anything in his life. I don't think he even cares about his children. His children don't matter. The woman comes first.
Right. I think he does have a child, like somebody was telling me. But that's the thing that a lot of the red pill thing they say. It goes, you have to have your relationship first, and then the children come second. I mean, that's not traditional, bro. Like the children come first, bro.
Well, you know your seed, man. Of course, the math is this: it's the man and the child. Because if the man ain't healthy, the child don't survive.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And the mother, you know what I mean? It's supposed to be those 3 elements. Because the child keeps the man there. That's his seed, his legacy. Then you know what I mean? The love, the trust of the mother. Like, how can he trust she not exposing his child to a random dude when he at work?
You never know.
He already knows that. He don't care. He just want to be able to keep her in his life. You know what I mean? Guys like this, and then you going online saying you're red pilled, and then another guy on there is bragging about I'd take someone who grows corn for a living. You know what I mean? It's horrible, man.
Hey, bro, like Viking Paradigm, yeah, man, you're always welcome to come up here someday. We can talk about it because I'm just intrigued. Bex with a comment: single people turn into single people for relationship advice. Yeah, man, I ain't single, bro.
To Lindsay right out the gate, say, look, Lindsay, you know what? You cheated on me. You're done. You're gone.
Okay, now he's doing.
Hold on. How can he say that? How can he say that when he's with corn growers? You know what I'm saying? You would take a chick growing corn, and you're gonna say, yo, she cheat on, she's got how many ghosts of Christmas passes between her legs?
Christmas pass. I don't even like to think about that. That's so harsh nowadays, man. To think about that, all the stuff that's gone on. I think he's flirting with her. He's trying to be funny.
You remember that game from the '90s, Soul Reaver? You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Most chicks open their legs got more souls than Soul Reaver.
That's a lot, man. That's a void. Soul Reaper. Yeah. Look at this by Austin Murphy. Male and female weren't designed to stay together for life. They were made to procreate, then separate. Anything else is part of delusion. We're also. I mean,
get that scammer. Get that scammer out of here. This is the guy buying into that BS, man. You know what I mean?
Remember that one time?
That's some NPC shit, bro.
Trolling is real.
Yeah, I was really sorry too.
My bad.
A couple more minutes of this. I gotta go to the Thai spot.
Told you not to tell everybody that we're Eskimo brothers.
Eskimo brothers.
I didn't.
But also another little
here we go. Listen to this,
Father
Hostage.
She did cheat on her boyfriend to get with me. She left a Chad boyfriend to get with me because I was still the better option.
Yo, I'm gonna cope you. He said, Chad, you can't Chad worship here in NPC Game Live. Ben, this is your channel, my son. You know, when you watch this years later from now in the future, please don't Chad worship, bro. You're a Chad Roan. You're a Chang Road. You don't need to worship other quote unquote Chad. Just to say that word sounds very cringe.
I remember talking about it years ago that, I did a stream YouTube, and I don't know if they deleted it, but it was about how Chad is a religion. You know what I'm saying? Chad is basically,
it is.
To the average man now, the equivalent of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
King Chad is Christ himself.
Yeah, he's Jesus. Think about Tom Brady died and what we still worship. The Chad, right. We still say Chad gets all of. You're like, dude, Brady, Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler is one of the worst ones. He said, Jay Cutler, I don't want to be with him because he's such a good dad. This is 6'4", 6'5", Jay Cutler. You know what I'm saying? But think
Paul
about
Walker.
It. Yeah, but let me give you the example why he's Jesus. Because even if the Chad got sacrificed in the court, guess what? He died for this. He gets sacrificed for the sins of all other men. You know what I'm saying? So the Chad is still Jesus. And Tyrone is Moses. You got put based on the values. Tyrone is Moses. You know what I'm saying? Chad is Jesus. I'm trying to think of the others. You know what I mean? And the female is God.
Black or white. Shout out to Uncle Fatty with a comment. Grandpa Fatty. He said, once a cheater, always a cheater. Yeah, for sure, man. You can't live that down, man.
Right.
It's hard to recover from that.
Oh, yeah, and here's the other thing, bro. Not to interrupt you, is that when he took her back, he basically validated what she did was right. A lot of guys don't get that. It's a reward. I'm going to stay with you after you did this. So what she did wasn't wrong. You validated. You know what I'm saying?
You actually rewarded her with good behavior. Rewarded her with a reward.
For the behavior. It's kind of like a dog. I don't mean to. Well, it's like owning a dog.
Come on, go ahead. A dog, yeah.
If your dog bites you, don't buy it a toy. You don't pet it. You punish him. You tell that dog, you discipline the dog.
You did it, yeah.
But these guys will just, she cheated on me once. I'm going to still stay with her. And she did nothing wrong.
It's the waterworks, man. They fall straight to the waterworks. Let me see this. Now, maybe Austin Murphy was talking about animals or something, not necessarily human, when he said male and females or decide to, because like alligators, they don't stay together and shit. So maybe we'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Austin.
Yeah, but we're not animals, man. We humans, we make our choice, and in long term, I don't want to jump too far off the boat, but long term, a lot of guys they don't understand the way it works. The man's for monogamy to work, it's like this: the man agrees to sacrifice his fertility. Let's think about it. Let's say you're 45 and your wife is 45. She can't have kids no more. You still can, but you've set up yourself by saying, you know what, I'm gonna align my fertility to you. As in, once you can't have kids, I won't have any more. That's the sacrifice a man does, and no one brings this up. That
they don't talk about that shit.
No, they don't talk about a man sacrifices his fertility by saying, monogamy is all about a man sacrificing and dedicating his fertility to one woman.
I could have like 15 kids, like Nick Cannon style, right now, if I wasn't, committed to this. You're absolutely right, Hold. That's a really good point.
So, like, I knew the game back then. I just didn't have full clarity, and that's why she picked me. So I always knew that it was a possibility. That's why I was so tolerant of it, because it's like, well, we got in this situation that way, but it is what it is.
Of her cheating on her boyfriend with him.
I know better now, but hindsight's always 20/20, and I don't go back on my word either. So
I'm intrigued by that story because I rarely meet people who stay together, especially after a second.
Hey, Sherelle Snow with a comment. You can always adopt your eggs from. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, you can freeze your eggs all you want, but there comes a time where no matter how many eggs you have and how healthy the eggs are, a woman's body cannot have a full-term pregnancy after a certain amount of years, right? When she hits the menopause. So J-Lo kind of fucked that up with people, like saying like, "Oh, I can be 50 years old and have kids." I mean, you can, but that's not the norm, honey.
Yeah, well, it ain't only that; it's that you're willing. This is what America has created.
I wish they could have kids forever.
No, it ain't that. America has created is F them kids, man. Bring them in through your least healthiest body, even if it risks giving a mental illness, being born deformed. You know what I'm saying? F them kids, man. Just bring them when you want to, like they're a toy. Like it's an action figure. You know what I'm saying? This is the risk it's put on. It's popularized. Do not bring a child into this world when you're your most healthiest. You know what I'm saying? F those kids being born in a womb that's healthy.
Which means like 18 years old. Maybe 19, 20, early 20s. Yeah, for sure.
Instead, man, bring them in when the womb look like it's not even Honey Nut Cheerios. It's regular Cheerios. There ain't no flavor. Yeah. Ain't no flavor in that womb. That womb is just dry. Regular Cheerios.
That's pretty fucking. It's funny and all, but as someone who's with my wife who's in her like mid to late 40s, we still want to have children. But you're right. Realistically, man, you have to take into account that there's it could be a lot of complications. There's a lot of complications. There could be a lot of complications. So let's keep going this.
Oh, not to interrupt. That's where, bro, you get a pet or something. You get a pet with you. You got your kid already. You get a pet or something to input that energy.
Or adopt.
Adopt a puppy or or
a human.
Or another kid. Yeah, but the problem with that is, your kid, depending on the resources you have now, because, you got to understand sometimes it's just a reaction of, it's a spark. Like, you making that child was when y'all were the most vulnerable.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
On your wife. So there's a spark that comes with that where you're like, you know what, I want to have a kid. But really, it's just I want to get to that level of intimacy we had when we were going to make a child. You know what I'm saying? Where it was complete trust. You know what I'm saying? That might be what it truly is.
That's part of it. But like for my situation, we wanted to have a child since like 12 years ago when we first got married. But it wasn't until like 6 years later it took, right? And it was very planned out because we had to be very mindful of it because there were some, it wasn't, there were some things that we had to do to make that happen, like, So it was very thought out in a sense. So
See, not to interrupt you, that's where the extended family has so much value, man. Where,
mhm.
if y'all were together, y'all want to have a kid, but the grandma, the aunts are there, where you're like, you know what, we gotta get on our foot to fully take care of the kid, but for the time being, we might put you on, auntie or niece. We might put
Mhm.
you, pay you a little allowance to watch the kid when we do what we gotta do, man. That's why the extended family is so
Oh yeah, it
important.
helps. Yeah,
You
that's
know
part
what
of
I
the reason
mean?
why we stay here.
Mm.
Even though most likely I'll probably go back to the United States or try another country, but we want my son to be around his extended family, his aunts, his uncles, his all his cousins, and all that side at least. And then when we go back, we'll do the opposite. With my side over there. Um, yeah, man. We're gonna say a part of the reason why I'm so big on the sibling thing is because I want my son to have brother and sister. I think that's
Well,
always cool to grow up like that. With a
yeah, but
sibling.
you gotta look at it as the want versus the need. You know what I'm
Yeah, for
saying?
sure.
And then the other thing you gotta look at is you're in a new country. Your son is born there, but you're there. And I think what's most important is that for him, he just sees the stability. You know what I mean? Because you're in a whole new place, and he grows up because the decision for him's gonna come up. What will he accomplish there? Will he reach a level where what he could become a big boss up in where you're at versus
Oh,
going
absolutely.
anywhere
Yeah,
else? There's a
you'll
lot
be
of
able
options
to.
on the table.
There's a lot of options because you'll be able to always come back here regardless.
Mhm.
Because we have a house, he'll have a house, and whatnot. I
Well,
believe the whole world is ours to a certain extent. So let me show you
well,
this for real quick.
Yeah.
Second time. And I even forgot my question. I was so okay. Yes, I remember. So you think all women are going to cheat, or you didn't say capable. You said they're pretty much all going to cheat. So why even bother? Two questions. Why even bother having a relationship? And secondly, do you think men cheat as much as women do?
mm, mm.
Good question.
Me specifically?
So
Well,
I,
I
Yeah.
think all women are capable of cheating. Yeah. All men are
No,
capable
I
of
didn't say
cheating.
She didn't
capable.
say that.
I didn't say capable.
We
Or if
said
I did,
will
I made a
cheat.
mistake.
That's,
Are going to.
yeah.
that's what I said, Lindsay, not him. I said that, not him.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
Anson.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't believe that at all. I believe that just like all men can be cheaters, all women can be cheaters. It depends on the
Oh, that got
circumstances.
sent
For
out,
instance,
man.
when my
Ain't
girl
no,
first
ain't no saving that, man.
asked me
Wait. Here's the story. Okay.
long time ago, would you ever cheat on me? I didn't say, oh no, baby, I'd never cheat on you. I said, you know what? I don't know. I've never been in that situation. I don't know how I would act in that situation. I don't know how tempting the offer would be.
Bro, my wife's better
Uh,
knows better than to ask me a question like that. Better just not even to ask, It's like,
well,
what do you
the
want to
thing is,
be? Like, do you want to be lied to or you want the truth? You know what I mean? It's like,
well, it ain't that,
don't even
man.
ask the question, bro.
The thing is this: when you're in a relationship built on standards, there are questions you never partake. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
This guy swam in the sewers, man. I wouldn't
It's
trust him
sewers of
about
this
the
octopus
quality.
right here.
I wouldn't trust him about the quality of water. You know what I mean? You still better
Uh,
not. And the thing is this, man. We're in the
what
new
time is it
age.
right
The
now?
questions they are asking, they're talking about the year 2000. We're in the
Uh
age
huh.
of with all the laws and everything going on. When I first started YouTube, a lot of stuff I did was a precursor. I called it "Live by the One Strike." You know,
Yeah,
and
you're the male
what's
oracle, man.
and what's happened, bro, is men in the current age we're in now. It's a zero tolerance rule because anything could happen. And then with the U.S., I don't know if you heard. I was watching a homie's video on YouTube. He put, Catherine, I think her name Catherine from New York. She just passed a bill that verbal, anything you say verbally could count as abuse.
Hmm.
You could go to jail for that. We're in the zero tolerance age of, like I've been telling guys, you're a man. By default, you can't say nothing. If any
Yeah.
sign of something negative is happening, you just leave. The answer for men now is zero tolerance. Any
Right.
sign of negativity, you leave because while you're together in the US, a case is being built. The longer you're with her, the longer the case. How long he's been abusing me? Well, you know, we've been together for 3-6 months. That's all building a case. And in the U.S. now, anything you say as a man, you're misogynist, you're sexist. Like I told guys when I was talking to them, like if a chick asked you, I'm in a long-term relationship, what can I do to make it better? As a man in the U.S., you can't say nothing. You're supposed to just wave your head. You're supposed to say, you know better. You know what you're supposed to do. Because anything you say by default of being a man could be misogyny, mansplaining, sexist. You know the list. You don't have any say or any value of your words. Why? This is why you all online you hear a number of women talking to each other like banshees, just bouncing and singing to each other. No men are allowed to say anything because they know that we know the law, man, and the predictions have come true. Men are. This is why ghosting is at an all-time high. I was talking to a young guy. He was a Zoomer, Gen Z, and he was telling me, dude, I'm about. How would you break up with a girl? I said, dog, you text her. Why? Because A, you're not within physical contact. You're not within throwing plates, accusations of abuse. Men are now in the age of you can't stay close. This is why a lot of women are complaining they're alone. And what did I do? Think about this. I'm gonna ask you this question. A chick asks, "What did I do?" She can't know anymore. Men can't say nothing. So
they can't. But like that's maybe this is why shit. If I would just say like I would say you did this, whoopty whoopty whoop. Okay, bam. I mean, what are you gonna do? What's she gonna do, man?
Hey man, that's where the abuse comes, bro. You saw. I don't know if you saw what happened to that Chiefs player. This is a football player. She false accused my man and pulled his hair out, bro. No jail time, nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say it over the phone, dog. If it's that bad, I'll say. But I'm not gonna. I mean, I don't give a fuck, man. Maybe it's good that I have a wife because I don't give a fuck.
Bro. Remember, man, you a product of the '90s. That night, you too engraved in it. Man.
Yeah, I'm the Generation X, man. We were in the middle. We're in the middle. Remember what it was before it was real life. Then we went to the Matrix, man.
Brother, you too. You gotta be careful. That's the danger of you gotta catch yourself.
But the real men stand out, though, man. They stand out because of there's so many like less than folks. And
what is Chad? But homie, what is Chad known for? He won't pick up. He don't call. He just ghosts.
That's true. Yeah,
Chad don't give. Chad don't give no. Chad and Tyrone don't give no explanation.
My thing is okay. Like if it's worth it. If Chad feels, I can't believe I'm talking like this. If he feels like feels moved to say something, then why not? But I can see how one would make it not a regular practice to actually engage with them.
Remember the phone
on a broker. Yeah.
Remember the phone recording. The way we are now, it's the U.S. The way things are, it's man. If things ain't perfect, as in you leave, man. As a man now, it's just. And a lot of people watching this video stream think we're arrogant. No, man, we got females in our family. And here's the dark part of knowing what we know. We know that there's above 80% chance that females in our families will not be married, will be single, will go down with the iceberg.
Yeah, I guess so, man. I've seen them.
Man. They don't know the darkness we go through and knowing this.
This is why I gotta. That's why it's like the channels for Ben and like Ben. You need to find a real one out there, if you can. Like a woman that's not on social media constantly. That puts you, gives you attention and whatnot. And I know what advice would you give your nephew Ben if you're talking to him right now? Because I talk to him on this channel sometimes. Like we're talking. Ben, his father hostage, your uncle over there in the home of little Uzi Vert. Philadelphia. You're not Philadelphia. You're in Jersey. Excuse me.
I'm in Jersey, man.
He's in Jersey section.
I'm in Redman land.
Redmond, man. Brick City, baby. Brick City, bro. So this is uncle father hostage. What do you have to say to your nephew, Ben? Some advice real quick before we pip off.
The advice I give Ben, man, is you women now are like the surfing. If if the wave is good, you go with it. But as soon as there's any sign that the wave is no longer worth riding, you gotta go. You know what I mean? That's how it works now. We are no longer in the age of conversation. Let's compromise. Let's work something out. Remember, we are now like look at us making. We're now content. You know why reality shows don't work no more? Everyone is filming a reality show. You are your girl's content.
Oversaturated.
If you start talking and begging, guess what? She gonna put you on Instagram, TikTok. I got a man that he's begging me to stay and blah blah blah. Next thing you know, she go viral, and we here laughing at you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
man.
Yo, remember that? Remember, I'm just a bill.
Yeah, just a bill. Yeah, only a bill.
I mean, that's what we gotta do. We gotta come up with like a song. Like we're singing. What was the name of that? Schoolhouse Rock. Manosphere Rock. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If you see another man in your room, just leave. Don't simp.
just leave. Cut your losses, man.
Leave.
Be a pimp.
Manosphere Rock, man.
Big old pimp. Yeah.
And one more thing.
Need that. Go ahead, talk to Ben. Talk to you.
One more thing. You know the legend, man. There's only one man who's a legend. Kevin Federline.
Like I said, MD.
He was the GOAT, man. The true legend. And basically, man, the way it is now is, bro, you go with him, but you always gotta remember there's no more room for conflict anymore. Breakups are severely from a distance. And the other sad thing is, man, you know, if you going out, the safest place y'all meet now is, I guess, motels or whatever you're doing. You know, you go out and you got to end it. The thing is, it's sad to say, but
a public place.
Men now, man. If I'm gonna give you the truth, if marriage isn't an option, then what happens is everything below that degrades and has no value in the U.S. You know what I mean? So if you're not pursuing marriage as a man, if that's not anything you see in your future, then that means dating. Everything becomes, like I told guys, and I predicted this. I called it the no-term relationship, where men can't set any terms or standards. Guess what women call that? As predicted, they call that the situationship. You know what I'm saying? There's no more terms. You can't set terms anymore. So guys got to understand, you're just enjoying what they call a pop-up store. That's what relationships are now. It's a pop-up store. It's open today.
Here today, gone tomorrow. Gone tomorrow.
That's it, bro. You enjoy it while it's there and get out, man. That's it. You know what I mean?
And God on Guardian with the comment on this syncs up with that. Just imagine the artificial fuckery that's going to be in the future, Gabriel. Oh yeah, man. We already see that. We already see it here. Hints of it today. Where you go on Instagram, and on all the beautiful women are literally AI pictures and stuff. It's like, how the hell? What the hell's going on, man? And even the real women, they use art.
Them filters.
Those filters, and it's not dogging on the women, bro. I think us men need to sack up too. You know, we need to.
Man, well, man, brother,
focus on what's going on, what's really going on.
Man, but Black, man. To me, if chicks back in the day used to be a chick, we Black, so a chick, you just need some lotion, you know what I mean? Maybe a little makeup to keep your skin moist.
That's it.
And lipstick. You don't really need makeup. Lotion. Like a lot of these chicks, I see fake eyelashes, and I'm gonna tell you what's scary about this. I was a bouncer. I bounced a lot, and one day I was bouncing, and sun hit me in the head. So up here, a lot of these chicks are wearing wigs. So if she slept with a dude and he straight up popped the bottle of ranch on her hair, a weave. You know what I'm saying? The residue might still be there, bro. And then think of the eyelashes that's fake. Like how she washing that. You know what I mean? If it was natural hair, she could wash that and all that. But now it's just, man. And Black, I'm gonna tell you something. I was working at the bar, bro. A chick's weave lit on fire. Fell on the candle. Fell on the candle.
Oh, the candle. A little intimate booth right there.
And the wig was burning, bro. Wow.
That hair had it hooligan. Yeah, like that wig for. I mean, there's a time and a place for dress up for sure, but I like them natural, man. I like that natural beauty. I think Sherelle Snow, the beautiful Sherelle Snow, Armand, she can go both ways in terms of she looks good and all done up, but then she looks good also too natural. You know what I mean?
My thing, bro, not to interrupt you, is that, man, it's the problem is with this is that it becomes pro inferiority. Like, you see the white women will wear extensions based on their hair texture. Us, on the other hand, you'll see wigs based on the white woman's hair. This is why you'll see the white women have no real respect for black women. It's like, you're wearing our hair.
Yeah.
How can we both stand toe to toe when you're wearing our hair, straight hair? You're worshiping, you're claiming the most beautiful you are is with our features. So you're below us. You know what I'm saying? So how can we stand together? This is why there's such a, and think of the straight haired women, Asian, white, Indian, whatever.
Those
all
Indian
these women,
wigs, basically.
Yeah, no, bro, the chemicals in that. They said there's a lot of cancer causing chemicals in that.
There's they get Mad Hatter syndrome. When people used to wear those top hats back in the day, hundreds of years ago in London, and the glue or they put arsenic or something like that in the chemicals in the glue, it would cause the people to go crazy. Thus you get the Mad Hatter, and I see the similar happening on these tracks, these weaves, with these women, man. It's like
the chemicals,
wow, man. And then now men are wearing hair treatments too. I heard about people in the damn Panelverse here. We're wearing hair treatments and whatnot. Come on, bro. What's this world coming to?
I've seen dudes.
Let it go.
I've seen dudes with weaves now, bro. Wigs. It's what they call them fake ass. What they call them fake grasses.
What I call it.
I saw a dude with
the sod.
I saw turf on his head. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's bad out here, bro. But
bad.
The men are the women now, so
they switched it, bro. We switched it. Yeah. Hold on. I can't watch anymore this thing, but go ahead.
Remember I told you years ago, we need to sell a product called Man Pods. For the man that feels it's misogynist to stand up pissing. The man that feels that it's only right to sit down peeing because it's wrong that you would stand up and abuse women by standing up pissing. You should sit down. Man,
how dare you? By Menon. Mangina, man. I heard that, bro. Oh, this has been fun, Hold. I'm about to get to this appointment. But I appreciate you coming. Bro. I could talk to all night. I didn't mean to rush you off, but I even want an extra segment because of that, man. I appreciate you. This is legend. Ladies and gentlemen. Father Hostage, bro. Father Hostage in the building, man. Yeah.
Brother, respect, man.
Yeah. Hold up in the back real quick. All right. Any words until we do this again next time?
All right, man. Hey, man. It's, a lot of people need to understand, man. The brother Blaxican is giving you something you don't get. This is a happily married man.
Thank you, man.
His wife, followed his lead into another country. This isn't another Fresh and Fit where they just bring thoughts out there that are just giving you information and you tell they're trying to convince a 304. I came up with a new quote. You want to know the new quote? Too many 304s, not enough 403s.
I like that. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Good, bro, you gotta understand. The only Blaxican man since day one, this is a man who went to another country, man, and still made it, man. And made it happen while you guys here begging you to just stay here and cry, and we gotta make things work with masculinity and all that BS. Yo, your masculinity isn't who taxes you. Isn't that the IRS and the government? Your masculinity here, you know what I mean? I tell people this, I came up with a new quote. This is a work. The brother Blaxican isn't in a work-only nation. America now is a work only nation. You work here. You work here, you get your little hookups, and that's it, man. Anything beyond that, now you've invited the government into your house, man. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it. Yeah.
But you know,
Those are
Islam
laws,
is
man.
always, you know, bro.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. I learned so much from you, and will continue to learn so much. And I appreciate you coming on, brother.
Of course, man.
Yeah, and yeah, Simp Hunter, April 22nd. That's our episode. The whole Father Hostage will have the whole damn broadcast to let you know what's really going on. All right, because you don't understand. A lot of y'all be using lingo that this man has came up with years ago. You don't even know it probably. That's what's funny about this. You know, it's some good stuff right here.
Well, bro, you know it was predicted, man. We were there, man. You remember we were there in the battlefield, man. You know what I'm saying? We saw men turn on each other. I had a man come after me, you know what I mean, at 60 years old because I ain't give him attention.
Oh, man. Oh.
You know what I mean?
know, man. Under that lit, though, I can feel for him, though, because, I mean, I got to shout out to Tony Bruto. You know, he is a friend of mine, and I could see that, and I actually learned from that situation, because sometimes you just got to know when to, like, even though you mean well, like, just to be like, nah, man, the homie doesn't want to, you know, he don't want to engage right now, so I'm going to have to respect that, right? But
that was during Conan 19, man. You know, people gotta understand. My thing with that, we were going through a lot, family and all that. People turned it to war, but it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's what it is, yeah.
I'm here doing what I gotta do. I've done a lot since then. You know, we'll talk.
Yeah, he's the last man standing, bro. Father hostage, NPC the game, man. Yeah, no, just stay back for a second, bro. I'll be right there. Let me play this. We're about to go raw on this shit. All right, peace, brother.
Peace out, man.
Yeah. So, man, everyone up. Uncle Fatty with the comment. 806s need love too. They do, huh? Shout out to Hanko Flame, Snow, the lovely Snow, Sherelle Snow. Shout out to Buddha in the house, bitch. What's up, Cynthia? Godhard, Guardian, the Oracle. I have to say, I appreciate y'all hanging in there. I played a lot of music today because I was just feeling it. You know, I was feeling myself and whatnot. And Austin Murphy, appreciate your service, man. And Sharon Zephyr, what's going on, sister? Everyone in the building. Yeah. Quick sent. Bex, what's up, the lovely Bex? How's it going? London Man in the house. Joe Cool, OG. We see you, player. We see you, P. And yeah, this is on just doing on some lightweight manosphere work, you know, male-female sexual dynamics. Because the NPC, the game, started, like I said, it started was looking at NPCs, right? Non-player characters, right? Because in our own right, we can all be non-player characters if we're just stuck in our reality tunnel of just doing the same things over and over again without looking inwardly and being here in the present moment, man. Keep it raw, man. And woman, I'll see you next time. This Sunday, right? This Sunday, we have I think Cream Get the Money. Cash rules everything around me. Are you a wage slave? What's really going on? How to do for self. But the big show is going to definitely be Simp Hunter with Father Hostage. We got a little taste right now. And we'll see you next time, bro. Keep it raw.
Raw. I'ma go raw. I'ma go raw. Just met the bitch at the club. Bitch just gave me a hug. I don't give a fuck. I'ma took that bitch to the hood. Fuck that bitch. Raw. I'ma go raw. Met this bitch at the mall. Me and that bitch had a ball. Real nigga got that call. That's up my dick to the ball. I'ma go raw. Met this bitch at the stove. I ain't even know she was a hoe. She done fucked on my motherfucking bro. I ain't even motherfucking know. I'ma go raw. I'ma go raw. Damn little bitch. Goddamn, who is that your friend? Bitch, let me come again. Tryna fuck you at your 20. I'ma go raw. 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 One bad freaks. Let me go. Get around, hit it up, she done lay. Raw. I'ma go raw. I'ma go raw. I'ma go raw. Damn, bitch, what's your name? Know that science. That motherfucker off the chain. Shit, you tryna be the man. I'ma go raw. I'ma go raw. I'ma go raw.
Shout out to Uncle Fatty with the big $8. I'm buying me a coffee. Appreciate you, man. Very generous. Like I said, Marathon Kev, everyone else, give sharing the donations and the emergency get out of Taiwan invasion donations. Appreciate you. That'll go towards that. Shout out to my brother, look within Patrick Bateman, the real Patrick Bateman. Love y'all. Peace. We'll see you next time. NPC the game. This is for you, Benjamin. I made you strong, Benjamin. No one will ever fuck with you, bro. Your dad loves you.
Yeah, do this.